In the introductory.
Oh,
That's a name redacted.
name redacted. Whew.
It's French.
Alright. So, essentially, one way or another, every single one of you has heard of the bountiful glory that is Waterdeep. Religion, merchants, you name it. Anything that can make a name for you, or even give you a chance of meeting a legend, even if you aren't destined to become one yourself. You could definitely meet it in Waterdeep. Luckily for all of you, Captain Argo, due to the high rise of pirates being on the bay areas of Waterdeep, constantly trying to steal trade ships, brought you along just so he could scare them off with numbers alone instead of actually having to fight them off this time. You saw a few ships passing by. Many of them just turned around and fled. Only one or two times did actual cannon fire happen, and after one or two shots the enemy ships fled as well. The captain's been keeping you well fed. You each have your own place to sleep, and you've been on the ship for about 3 days now. You're getting closer and closer to Waterdeep, and you can actually see the land itself getting into view. So, who would like to introduce their character first?
I'll go. So, Mr. Flick Nebbins is halfling.
Of course.
He... I actually rolled for all my stuff randomly, so I randomly.
Yes, but I knew by the name, and that's great.
I was trying to go for something a little more goblin-esque because my particular halfling was raised by goblins. He is a warlock and a hexblade, of course, and he has like goblin tattoos on his face, although not everyone would know that. You know, they just look extremely crude, and they're kind of on his cheeks and going down his neck on the sides, kind of. And he just wears some pretty simple looking robes, and underneath the robes he has hide armor on. So a collection of animal skins and pelts and made into armor. And that's about it until you meet him. More information will arise.
Anyone willing to step forward?
I guess I'll go. Give me a second. Alright. Okay. Did I really close the character sheet? God damn it, Nick. Here it is, alright. Okay, so Tyrion is a dragonborn sorcerer of a modest height for his race, which is around 6 feet. Devout worshipper of Corellin. 6 feet tall, like his scales show as like a dull, deadened red, like they don't really glimmer at all with like the sun or anything. Dresses himself, I don't know, leather armor, gray cloak over it. Nothing really too particular about how he carries himself. He just kind of carries himself like an average man. Yeah. Alright.
Joseph, Rossi?
Alright, Magnus, bit short compared to most people, but I mean, we've got a halfling, so that's not much of a big deal. Is Hengi Yokai, so Hanji Yokai, depending on how you want to pronounce it, although he generally sits in his almost completely human form most of the time. The only real difference is his ears, which are dogs. And He's very formal, especially with people that are in charge. And spends a lot of his spare time playing his flute. He's got male armor, but it's set up in such a way to look somewhat regal. Less like armor, more like a traditional kind of dress. And I don't know, blonde hair. That's all I can think of.
That leaves Joseph.
All right. So Rowan is a female human paladin of Caden Colleen. She wields a full blade in both. Let's see. She's quite tall in stature. 6'1". Is decked out in full plate, regal full plate. And would seem like the most prim and proper woman, except for the fact that she constantly carries around as her holy symbol a tankard, and is constantly found drinking. Very cheerful and jovial, very rowdy, and loves to talk about the freedom of worshipping Caden Colleen.
Can you briefly explain what that deity is and what?
Okay, so Caden Colleen, in terms of he isn't a 4E deity. He's actually imported from Pathfinder.
Oh.
But
Exotic.
yeah,
Kind of a forgotten god in this world.
there you go. He's a man who he's a god. He's an ascended god. He's a man who never planned to be a god. One day, a drunken friend of his challenged him to take the test of to become a deity, and him being equally inebriated, decided, hey, why not? And took the test of divinity and came out a god. And he has lived the rest of his immortal life in a drunken stupor. He holds freedom and adventure in high regard, and he opposes tyranny, oppression, and though is jovial, isn't afraid of challenging those that, or fighting those that would challenge him.
Awesome.
So what you're telling me is that guy's such a stellar badass that he passed the test to become a god while drunk.
And then decided to stay drunk as a god. Yes. That's
Wow.
why. That's why Josh let me imported him from Pathfinder. I love this guy. Alright, so.
You said you had a sword, by the way?
Yes, full blade.
Oh, sweet.
So, you're free to walk around the ship and talk to a few people. It's going to be probably 2 or 3 hours before you start getting closer to land.
Okay.
Josh, I sent you a...
Could I, I'm not really too sure if I heard it or not. Is this like a refugee ship? Is this a trade ship? I know we're guarding it.
Trade ship and you're guarding it.
Okay.
Captain Argo basically brought you on board, said there may be fighting, but with this many numbers, a lot of pirates or anyone else willing to attack the ship is going to be brushed off.
Josh,
I'll be back in a minute.
We're still on the map.
You're still on the map.
I sent you a Skype message, but I wasn't sure if it was intentional or not. You bring down the little
Did it go?
tab thing, and then
What is technology like in this world? Is it like purely medieval? Is it
There we
like
go. Now I got it.
a mix of like
Woo!
the sort of like coal-powered steam sort of things?
For this one, it's actually just purely sails. You have seen Captain Argo though casting a ritual of Windset. Windset is back, so it actually speeds his shit up Ship. Oh wow.
Speed your shit up.
So does it take laxatives?
My faux pas. Speed his ship up faster than others would normally get. So he's about two miles faster in travel. And most of the merchant items that you've seen on this ship so far is some is raw ore, some is residium in barrels, and then just a few select merchant items of crafted jewelry and only one crate of weapons.
Hey, I can't see anyone else's names on their tokens. Is that intentional? Or?
Let me see.
Mine's there.
I can see Flick Nebbins, and that's it.
Yeah, I can see Flick Nebbins and then mine. So.
Oh, I wonder what's gonna happen. Intriguing.
Let me-
Let's see. I know one of yours names is Magnus, but it's gonna take me a while to learn everyone else's.
There's just an option in the
Reverse polarity.
So it should be
believe-
safe. Roll20's been is acting weird for me right now.
okay.
So double click the token. Show nameplate is on.
And it should be in the advanced tab to where there's like a extra toggle that says everyone can see, and
That's what I forgot.
awesome. There we go. It's working.
So many little things I gotta get used to.
Of course. No worries, man.
Alright, so now we should be able to see everyone's names.
There we go.
That's a cool Dragonborn picture you found. I like it.
Thank Google image search. Bringing me together with quality art with minimal work.
Also, the entire trip every time another ship has gotten closer or anything, this man over here by the tree has constantly been cowering, running inside, or just overall fidgety and just jumping at the slightest thing.
Like, how are they dressed? Do they look poor, like moderately rich?
He's actually very well dressed. He's carrying a very large pack on his back, filled to the brim with, from what you could tell, pretty powerful items. Some are alchemy potions, but for some reason he doesn't have any weapons at all on himself. It just seems like he carries them all in his bag.
I just got like a mental image of a guy carrying a bag that's much larger than him, full of money. He's like Scrooge McDuck.
But it has a flat, square wooden bottom, and the bottom of the pack appears to have table legs, just folded up.
That's awesome.
So he's never let the pack of his be more than 5 feet away from him.
I mean, it's obvious. He's just paranoid for his shit.
And the rest of the sailors, they've just been keeping up. You never really see the chef leave his place in the kitchen. He's just constantly working and drinking and always being drunk while stumbling around and making good meals.
Oh, Rowan joins him.
Alright, so you would definitely know that the cook's name is Stinky Pete. Because he never bathes, but he's always drinking.
sounds like my kind of guy.
Someone who never bathes.
That part that part's
Irrelevant.
Optional.
optional.
Alright. And then there's a woman on board as well that a lot of the sailors actually seem to stay away from for some reason, except for the captain himself. but she hasn't spoken to any of you since the whole trip.
I mean, like, I don't know. Is she like trying to avoid us, or is she just chilling?
No, she's just... No one has ever struck a conversation with her.
Well, then I'll strike a conversation with her. I'll
Never
kick
the
this
ladies,
plot
man.
into gear.
I look forward to seeing how this goes.
So how does she look?
Very clean, very well dressed. She doesn't have anything regal on. It would just seem commoner's clothes, but just very neat. She does have a few gold rings and a gold necklace on. Very long, dark hair. And it's just absolutely beautiful.
Alright, so, I'm gonna go and go stride on over to her from my position leaning against a wall, probably.
Oh,
Because
God.
sitting is for lamos. So, what are you doing on this body of water?
She just kind of turns to you, shocked that anyone would actually approach her. And... Oh, God. I'm really afraid to see what's... But, she... Oh. She's just kind of taken aback by your stature because she's never been approached by a Dragonborn before. And how's your? It sounds funny, but how's your voice sound? Is it deep?
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna turn off my mic while I calibrate the voice.
He sounds like T-Pain.
Sounds like this.
Oh yeah. So she definitely kind of like recoils a little bit back from you. Obviously, she's a little bit afraid, but she simply replies is that my father never really lets me leave the ship too much. He's always worried that bandits or unsavory people would take advantage of me. He was keeping a very close eye on me. In the meantime, you actually do notice the captain is staring daggers at you.
I'm be like, you alright? And I'm like, wave at him.
He just slowly moves his hand to his flintlock.
I'm be like, I'm just gonna put up my hands and just be like, alright, and I'm just gonna walk away.
What?
Oh god. So,
Wait, he has a flintlock?
yes.
Damn.
And it's not a regular looking flintlock. Part of it actually has a strange glowing crystal for where the sparker should be.
Ooh, damn.
So
I thought you were gonna make it a duck foot pistol, and I was gonna be impressed. Those things are funny looking.
So you walk away from her, or
Yeah, sure. I mean, if the guy who's employing me is gonna point a gun at me, I mean,
is he employing us? I thought we were just riding on the ship.
he's basically giving you guys a free ride to Waterdeep because
Oh.
that's where you all wanted to go.
Well, how do you say your character's name? Tyron or Tyron? Tyron?
either way, I don't care.
Terra.
You can just decide how it's gonna be pronounced from now on, because neither way matters to me.
Okay. Well, as you kind of walk away from her, Flick's just gonna say, "Ha!" as you walk away.
A couple of the sailors just give a good chuckle as they see this going on, and they hear Flick laugh. And even the jumpy merchant-looking fellow gives a small giggle.
He's like stops being all panicked. They're gonna get us.
Oh. So, after about another hour, you guys are actually starting to get closer to the full landmass. You can actually start to see outlines of the city in the distance. And let me see if I can find it real quick. You basically hear a massive thud against the side of the ship. And most of the sailors seem to panic for a minute when the one on the Overwatch just yells out, "It's Crodar, don't panic." And anyone who's on this side of the ship will see. Let's see, come on. That.
Ah, I can see it's currently covering me up, so it's a flying alligator monster.
And basically, even though most of them panic, they actually seem to dismiss this giant beast following alongside the ship.
I'm gonna walk on over to one of the sailors, throw my arm around him. So what's the deal with that thing?
He just looks at you like, "Hey, you haven't heard of King Crodor? He's basically the beast that controls everything that goes off on the shore and anything. Bandits are terrified to go near. Anyone with a ship not big enough to get into deep water is not even going to dare try and get by King Crodor. He's like the natural guardian to the place."
I bark
good
at the
to know.
water.
You what?
I bark at the water.
You just kind of get like a bit of splashback from this fin on his back.
Are there windows in the kitchen?
In the kitchen, just off the back, you wouldn't be able to see from the side. So basically all you heard was this massive thud against the side of the ship.
I guess I'm just really drunk. I'm feeling shit.
You and Stinky Pete are just sitting there having a great laugh. Just completely ignore the thud. Since nobody seems to be yelling or anything, everything must be perfectly fine.
Maybe we're just imagining it.
I just picture this paladin with a full blade drinking with this guy. Oh god.
Oh, that's okay.
So even though most of the guys are completely calm, the merchant actually kind of runs inside after getting a sight of the freaking thing. And before he gets any further, one of the sailors stop him. It's like, "Hey, that's the captain's quarters." And then he starts to panic. "Get out of my way!" Are you gonna block him?
Whenever he settles down, I want to say something to him.
Alright, so he gets to the stairs.
Let's pace.
And just kind of goes down to here, and then just kind of stops now that he's away from the top of the deck.
Pacing intensifies.
I'll just let him pass and just give him a weird look.
I'm just gonna trot along after him.
That huge
My pacing needs to intensify.
the huge monster, he's gonna eat us all.
You there? You look like you could use some liquid courage. Come over here. Drink up. Make it lean. Calm your spirits.
He
And hands him or holds out a mug of it's the mug she's been drinking out of too. Just hands him her mug of ale. Whatever they've been drinking.
you've been drinking some pretty heavy duty rum down there with
Hey.
Stinky Pete.
Yes.
So he goes to take a drink. He kind of coughs a little bit, but he keeps chugging it back.
And she starts laughing. Oh man, I see You're in need of a little assistance, eh? What's the matter?
There's this huge fish monster on the side of the ship and nobody's worried about it. It's all the way good. It's terrible.
Huge fish monster, you say?
It's gonna take a chunk out of the ship and sink us.
Hey, Stinky Pete.
Aye.
Do you know of any fish monsters in the area?
Just Crodor. He can't take the ship. He wouldn't dare take the ship. It's too big for him.
Could we catch him?
No. Anyone who's tried has lost too many men.
Oh, I could use some fish.
I got some right over here in these crates.
Oh, time to go eating.
So while they're eating dry salted fish, you're at about an hour's away from the walls of Waterdeep, just within the bay. King Crodor is still following along, occasionally splashing water against the side. And the woman on board actually doesn't seem afraid at all. She just watches Crodor follow alongside the ship the whole way.
Crodorian. Damn.
So, as you go along, the captain shows a little concern because he actually sees something in the distance start flying towards the ship.
Does he what does he call out anything or?
Just tells a few of his mates to get a few crossbows ready and just be sure, because it doesn't look like a flock of birds from what he could tell, but it's a small group of animals flying towards you. You could definitely tell though, it's like when pirates attack, that people are arming up, so it's a sense of worry among others.
Magnus gets bored of the paranoid guy and goes back upstairs.
Does the commotion reach the kitchen as Rowan and Stinky Pete are eating salted fish?
Probably not. Not a lot of sailors bother Stinky Pete because they know, like, he's a cook. He doesn't really fight per se. Though none of them have actually seen him fight.
You know, Stinky Pete, do you have any Epsom salt?
I don't know. I've got lots of salt over here. And he goes to his spice chest and starts sifting through.
No, we should put some in the next meal.
Oh, God.
What?
I think it would be a pretty funny thing, huh? Watching all of these people have to go to the bathroom on a tight ship.
He's like, I don't know how that's gonna do anything, but I'll try it.
It's a natural laxative. Let's do it. Let's do it.
What's laxative mean?
It just means that it makes you go poop. These guys are all too tense. They need to lighten up. I think a good prank will help out the ship's morale, you know?
Well, while you say that to Stinky Pete, this guy actually hears you. It's just like, what the fuck? Because nobody closed the door. And he just starts walking away really fast towards the bunks in the ship. And has a seat on the bed. Meanwhile, Magnus, while you're barking at Crodor, the captain's daughter beside you is actually laughing at the fact that you're barking at him. She seems to think it's adorable.
Good.
That's the captain's quarters turn.
Yeah.
I'm pacing.
In the captain's quarters?
No, all over the ship.
I see.
I don't know where I'm going, but I know that I can pace.
As long as it's
So,
without mace.
as these flying creatures come close, Tyron, you'd see Flick draw his weapon. He has that big sheath on his back, and he puts a hand up to the handle and draws it out, and it's just a sword handle and hilt. And he just stands there with it in his hand.
I think your sword's broken.
And with a flick of his wrist, an icy blade emanates from his arm. Ice forms into a big sword all across the hilt he has, and then kind of points it towards you.
Your water's broken. It's frozen.
Oh god.
Also, nifty toy.
That's pretty badass though.
Intensify.
So Magnus has no clue what's coming towards the ship.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
It seems Flick is the most aware out of all of us.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on the deck intensifying. So.
Yeah, but you're just pacing.
Yeah.
It takes like half a second to transform. I don't care.
So, Flick, roll me a nature check to see if you could tell what's actually getting closer.
Sure.
Sure.
All right. Look at my nature.
Power Ranger. Go, go, Power Ranger.
There you go, 17.
Perfect. So, from the group that's flying towards you, you could... Master... Oh, Jesus. God. It's gonna turn into that. Yeah, it's gonna turn into a mastodon midair. You could actually tell that in the group there's six bats flying towards you, but you can't really tell what the seventh is. You don't really think the seventh is a natural creature.
So I recognize the other creatures as bats.
Yes.
Okay. Flick will yell out to anyone else who's drawing their weapons and points and say, "Bats!" and the other creature I just don't recognize.
Is it a bit bright out for bats?
Exactly.
Maybe they're migrating. No, I just really want to do a Scottish accent.
Sailor just comes over like, bats? And I don't think bats would migrate, and that's extremely concerning. A few more actually start taking up aim at the notion that it's actually bats coming towards them.
Are bats a bad news? I'm enjoying this accent now.
The Scottish dragon.
Hey, it fits.
The captain basically yells for everyone to take up aim at the what is it, the flock of bats are heading this way and be ready to shoot if they get any closer to the ship. And let's see, about a few minutes pass. You actually start getting to see them in sight. And from what you could tell, the other creature it's not within shooting range just yet. But from what you could tell, it looks like this
Holy shit.
And it's not going to be that big, but there we are.
It's below deck already.
So
Whoa! How do I not know this?
You're really drunk.
So, you basically see this blood veiny creature flying among all the bats, and you're not even entirely sure what this is. You've never seen this kind of creature before. It seems completely out of place with nature.
Alright. Magnus will change back to his hybrid form and draw his sword.
So Rowan, drinking quite a bit of alcohol, needs to go to the restroom and asks Stinky Pete where she can leave herself.
Right in front of me. I like that.
Holy crap.
Literally.
Just go for it.
Oi, laddie.
Give me some haggis.
You're not using your brain.
So, essentially, the bathroom would be on the upper deck.
Okay. So Rowan begins making her way up, and I assume sees the flight of the Valkyries outside.
Oi, where have you been? You smell like liquor.
So,
Of course, I smell like liquor. Why? What do you guys? What? What's happening?
There be bats on the horizon.
Oh, just bat. All right, I'll be back.
All right, you have a good time.
So, as soon as the bats get within range, you see two of the sailors actually fire upon them. Let's see. I gotta make macros next time. Too many things.
They're attacking us from like the side.
They're coming from this side, towards the land, and Crodor is still following along with the ship.
Flick would shout out, "Cannons!"
They're bats. How are you gonna hit them with a cannon?
Broadside.
Many of the sailors would love to do that, but shooting a bat that high up, they would positively love to do that. So, first shot.
Looks like they'd be batshit crazy. How far away are they? I'll take a pot shot too if they're reasonably close.
I want to say they're within 30 squares at this point.
Alright, so I nothing I have reaches past 20, so... Unless, of course, this thing works like 3.5 and 5e's range decoration.
So, the first sailor, you see him just barely hit the animal, but it's just enough to send it plummeting into the water. So, and then the second one actually nails the bat dead in the head, and you fucking see a skewered bat splash into the water as well.
Nice.
Red Dead Bat Demption.
This guy needs a raise.
Yeah, seriously, Jesus Christ. Alright. So now in a slight panic that two of them are down, the bats actually start rushing up towards you guys. So now roll initiative. So.
Alright, I'm believing by the rule of my powers of initiative that I will now get a higher number. Wait, do I have to do a special roll, or does just everything count as initiative? Oh, okay.
For some reason, I don't think this token's tied to my character because it's not
Yeah,
showing
they're
the
not.
token action.
I just put them all as on the macro bar because of that.
Ooh, I do not have I do not have a macro on this one.
Alright, let me go.
It's
Going
also
to
weird.
take a free action to suggest that the lady goes inside.
It's also just not letting me use my initiative macro.
Hmm.
It says
Really? I just
Yeah.
straight up copied my one from the Dark Heresy game and then just changed the numbers to be right.
Yeah, it's saying no ability found or something like that. I don't know.
Hold on. Roll 20 is such a fickle thing sometimes. Let me get the macro.
Pterodactyl.
What might work is if in the like token options when you double click on it, if you click on represents character and then type and click on mine.
How do you do the initiative roll command? Put it into the turn order.
It's like,
You add I'll post it in the Skype chat. And basically just change the number. That's the macro.
so, try yours again, Ken.
Hmm?
Try yours again.
Alright.
That's fine.
It's
Still being
Sure.
stubborn.
maybe my macro is wrong, but
Here, I'll post
I don't see why it would be. That's like exactly how mine's written.
See, there we go. I have no pluses and I get a natural 20.
it's like the thing showing up now, but it just says
Keep saying Flick Nebbin's initiative.
yeah.
Yeah.
It says,
Of an 8.
Is your
I'm
macro
frustrated.
correct?
Yeah, I just posted
It
in
works.
Skype.
Yeah, it literally works
It's
100%
just
fine.
working for everyone else.
I don't know. I'm just gonna roll it manually. There you go.
Alright.
Hey, you beat me. But apparently not Magnus, who has the 8 of the hour.
Don't worry, I have a +1, so I don't really care.
The last time I rolled initiative, I had like a +9 and couldn't get above an 11. Now that I have a +0, I get a natural 20.
Jesus. 23, man. So. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, I updated the picture on my character bio to be the full-size image.
Do this right.
How do you make a character bio?
You would just hit edit on the bio page. So,
Oh, so do I just pick one? Awog Pehia?
oh my god, I need to stop rolling that high.
Oh god, yeah, nice 218s. Way to pad the bat's numbers. Oh, is that for the big thing?
Yeah, like the bizarre mutated creature.
It fumbled when it performed an intellectual query into what its purpose was.
Just wants to let all of its minions attack first.
Alright. Flick.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Headshot.
Are they that close now?
Yep, they're right up beside the ship now.
Okay. Flick will. Let's see. Gotta get used to this new character. He's just gonna sidestep a little bit behind the paladin here, and he's gonna shoot an Eldritch Bolt at this one.
Alright.
Oh my god, all my macros aren't working. Why the hell is it doing this? Even for like abilities, like what the hell?
Hold on.
Also, for some weird reason, in chat, there's 2 Flick Nebbins now. Maybe that's why.
Probably.
Something duplicated. Alright,
Damn, you rolled 20. God.
Man, ain't that mother killing?
let's see, I've never seen
Refresh, close the window and open it again, I don't know.
Let me try refreshing my
Yes,
page and see if
refresh.
I can get it back. Because for some reason, it's not showing me your guys' characters. Oh, well, it just sent me to the wrong thing. Alright.
So,
There we go. Click Nebbins, delete that one. That somehow got a duplicate. Alright. Is it working now?
There we
works.
go.
Alright,
now.
so I just had to refresh it so I could see the imposture.
Okay.
So, that versus reflex definitely hit. You easily explode the bat and knock it off so it splashes into the water and gets washed down as the ship sails on.
Alright, and I think that's all I'm gonna do. Let me see. I don't have any minors. So that's all I'll do is just stand there kind of hidden behind the paladin.
Did I kill it? Alright. This bat's turn. Now that he's actually closer. Let's see. He's gonna do a flyby attack. So,
Fancy.
1, 2, and he's gonna make the flyby attack on this guy. So I'll do that first. Standard.
There's no way that can be accurate. That's way too.
Bat completely fucking misses the sailor.
Could I get some quick clarification on what a close burst 3 is? Because the definitions I'm reading sound way too big.
A close burst 3 is probably as big as you think, because it's that big.
Oh, okay. Alright, okay.
Or is it close blast or burst, like from your character?
Close blast.
Blast, yeah. So that's it.
It has to be like adjacent to me, right?
Yeah, like that. Like
Okay.
it could. Oh, I grabbed the wrong thing.
I don't
It
know
could
where
be
that
like that. It could even be right on the corner like that.
Okay. I guess the guy that I was reading information from must have been smoking crack because he said it was 7 by 7, and I was like, "There's no way anybody would let that into the game."
All right. So, Rowan, you're up.
Okay, so is that
That bat is perched on the railing of the ship right now. Right now.
Right now.
okay? So just to be clear, I can do a move, standard, and then a minor, correct?
Yes.
All right. Then I will move, and I will hit the bat with. We'll just do a. Just do a normal attack then. Slash roll 20 plus. Does a 13 hit?
13 versus AC.
Mhm.
Right on the money.
Okay.
1 for the money, 2 for the show.
So you just splatter this thing all over the side of the ship here.
Oh, okay. Don't even roll damage. All right,
Yeah.
sounds good. And then, as my minor, Rowan is going to issue a divine challenge towards. Wait, let me double check if I can read. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. No. 1. 5 by 5.
Use the ruler tool.
Thank you.
That would be 5.
All right, cool. So Rowan is going to issue a challenge to. How do you challenge a bug?
But do you know it's a bug?
It's true. How do
You throw your boot at it.
If it splats, it's definitely a bug.
Just shadow, like, come at me, you giant red bastard.
Hey, I'm the Scottish one here.
Yeah, he's the Scottish one. I gotta think of something.
Shut up, I don't care.
Unique. It's going to mark that creature with the divine challenge by spinning in its general direction. So he's gonna go.
My intelligence of 3 dictates this as an insult.
You shall die.
Alan, my turn there.
So you marked this one, right?
Mhm.
Alright. So I'll place you on the red dot duty. Okay. So that's all for you?
Yes.
Jared.
Let's blow something up. Alright, so let's lead in by using the Dragon Breath. So this will be a Strength +2 versus Reflex against the fine pink thing and red bat in front of me. Let me check to make sure I know what I'm rolling. Alright. 20 plus 6. Is that it? Yeah. Alright. That might hit.
You fucking nailed it.
Alright, so that's the damage for that. Wow.
Oh my. Alright, so what element's your breath?
Fire.
Alright, so the bat goes careening on fire, thuds against the side of the ship, and just splashes down.
But wait, there's more. Order now, and I'm going to throw in Lightning Breath, just because I like you. This is Charisma versus Reflex, and I got a 9, so naturally.
So, Charisma versus Reflex?
Mhm.
That's actually going to miss the bug, or are you aiming for the bat?
I'm aiming for the bug. And since it's a miss, I still do half damage, I still get to roll. 3d8 plus 8.
Half of that, so that's going to be...
Oh, you
What?
probably
Four.
done.
Did you action point? What is this?
No, that's just my daily.
Dragon breaths are minor.
Oh,
14-ish.
So, yeah, that's 14. 'Cause it's round.
damn, that's a big attack.
Jesus Christ. But that's also why Dragonborn are so highly rated, because they can
Oh,
just...
it's.
Oh, they
the
also take 5
sorcerer.
additional lightning damage.
So five additional.
So that's 19 total. Damn.
Jesus Christ, man. So let's see, what the fuck is the number?
Who's Rhoda?
Pretty much just did that.
Lightning Breath don't mess around.
Alright, so the bug is definitely looking fucked up. Easily weakened, but still barely flying.
Can I use my move action to attempt to intimidate?
Intimidate a bug.
Sure.
I think you actually have to be next to him, don't you?
Oh, really?
Yeah, for
I mean,
intimidation.
just continue. I'll just look it up because it's probably likely. D&D 4E intimidation.
So this the next bat going up to par after seeing that horrific display of pyromancy is gonna completely fucking ignore you. And he's actually gonna do a flyby attack against the girl behind Magnus.
Ooh, damn! He's going after the damsel in distress.
Damn it! This is why I told her to get inside.
So
You should have held on to the railing. Now you're going to suffer. Alright, let's see. What is Intimidate's rules?
11. That is actually just right on the money for her. So let's see how much. Where is it?
Also, Mr. Dragonborn.
Yo.
Generally, you can only intimidate creatures that aren't like gonna fight to the death.
I know, I mean, I had nothing else to do with the action, so I figured why not.
I guess, yeah. I guess that's a good point.
Like, I know, I'm looking at the rule right now, and you get to take a giant penalty because it can't understand me. I was just, you know.
So she takes 3 damage. She kind of screams out a little bit, and now the bat's flying over here. Magnus, go get him, boy.
Like a bad hell.
Sick 'em.
What a bastard. I'm going to use Staggering Note for all of the nothing damage it does. On that.
Banana. Banana.
Sure.
Na.
So versus Will, and push the target to score. So that would push it prone, or wait, no, never mind. But that definitely hits. It sends it straight down, dead, and Crodor snaps it up as a delicious snack.
Nice.
Damn, he's
Good
eco-friendly.
Crodor.
Eco friendly.
Finally, Big Bad Ugly. The giant insect the size of the Dragonborn. He's gonna actually move over to here.
It looks like it can drain blood. I have a feeling it's going to try to drain blood.
And
It's gonna have a bloody good time.
slow as it is, let's see if this hits.
Now, the questions are that if it was slow, did
Wait,
it...
is it trying to hit the sailor?
Yes.
Okay, so it takes a -2 penalty to attack him, and also takes 5 damage.
Alright.
Radiant.
Nice.
Damn!
Guarding that ship. So it looks like it's about to go and latch on to this guy, and then immediately Rowan's holy radiancy protects him, and it splashes back, harming this creature. So it kind of cringes back a little, and it just misses this guy. So, click back to you.
If I ran up to here, could I hit that thing
Yes,
with a melee attack?
easily, because it just kind of hung onto the
Oh.
railing trying to grab this guy.
Alright, so Flick is going to point his ice blade directly at the creature and like charge, basically using it as a lance. And not actually charge, but he's like running towards it.
Right.
And he's going to use his power. Let me look it up real quick. Sorry, new character.
Unlimited power.
Or I should say technique. It's called Piercing Shard. 15 versus AC.
Fallen just short.
Oh, okay.
It's got
Son
I'm
of a
still
bitch.
invisible to it though.
magic number is 16 for this guy.
Okay. All right, and I will. Okay.
If only the crit was reversed.
I know, right? I rolled really good on the damage. That's all I'll do.
Alright. Rowan. You got
Alright. So, Rowan's going to move forward very slowly and deliberately, and is going to take her giant full blade and just swing it straight down on the creature's whatever is similar to a face.
The giant needle nose face.
Yes, I'm gonna break that fucking needle. 20. And is going to miss.
So as you swing down, it kind of just points its head down. So instead, you just kind of strike the wood in front of it.
And what can I do with it?
It's looking really fucking haggard, though.
I'm just gonna maintain the divine challenge and then end my turn there.
Tyrion.
Alright, welcome to bullshit. Let me make sure this is exactly how this power works.
Uh-oh.
Where is it? Okay, no, never mind. It didn't work how I thought it would. Okay. I thought that I got to minor persist at taking 5 damage for free. All right, let's just hit it. Let's see. How's everybody arranged? I guess let's shoot some acid at it. You know, acid always makes people feel better after a long day at work.
What kind
This
of
is acid of an orb.
Ooh.
This is charisma versus reflex. Alright, well, let's action point to do it again because, I mean, I'm shameless. Alright, I'm very shameless.
Oh, man.
Oh, 7 days.
Rip.
Flick will let out a ha.
I did half its HP, shove off.
Is that what you say?
No, let me rephrase that. I did half its HP, shove off.
Alright. After seeing that, Magnus, you see this thing barely hanging onto the ship. Just trying to grab it, whoever it can.
I'm just going to move over to here, and I'm going to use my staggering note on it again.
Alright, so which way are you pushing it?
Right to here.
I don't think you can push through people's squares.
Nah, push.
And pushes are away.
Yeah, you would have to push him away.
Alright, well then... what is it? Buddy... Flick can attack it before I push it away then.
Alright, cool. So, Flick jabs the creature with his icy blade and then breaks it off into the creature and lets it shatter into it.
Brutal.
So, you see this thing just kind of careen back. It just gurgles a little bit. And as it slowly starts to fall back, you just see blood spew from the needle instead. And it actually splashes Tyrion, the sailor, Flick, and Rowan. And then you just see it kind of like fall into 2 pieces. And the abdomen kind of just splashes down, floats away in the water. And then the rest of it just falls into the ocean and sinks down.
Flick will turn towards the party and, looking as coolly as he can, sheath the hilt of his...
How do you sheath the hilt?
It goes into the little scabbard I have on my back.
Okay.
Is it magnetized?
And he'll let out another ha. And for killing a creature, I can teleport 4 squares as a free action, so I'll just teleport over here and be like, "Milady." No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't say that. He doesn't say that. But
How classy.
he totally doesn't say that. That's funny.
He does now. I've already mentally envisioned it, so it already happened as part of your character development.
Alright.
You're now a white knight.
Oh, God.
Tumblr Knight. OP.
So, she's actually kind of surprised that you teleported over next to her.
Yeah.
Kind of just gasps and like a little bit awestruck at you, covered in blood, but able to kill the creature with your allies.
Flick will give her a wink and say, "Pretty."
She actually kind of blushes a little bit because nobody ever really has complimented her.
And then Flick will glance over and probably see the captain glaring and start walking away.
At the same time, you actually hear Crodor on the other side of the ship splash down, and the baubles and bits that you saw floating behind the ship of every dead creature that you left, he starts eating.
You see, he's eco-friendly. He's cleaning up.
Whoa! Where did that giant thing come from?
He's cleaning up the city.
I'm actually going to ask the girl if she's okay, considering I was the only one paying attention when she got attacked.
Yeah, she's probably bleeding and stuff.
Yeah, she's injured right now.
She had the energy to blush, though, so it's alright.
Good girls don't cry.
Those big girls don't cry.
I'll be fine, thank you. I just need to go and get bandaged up. And you just see a cut along her arm, a little bit of blood going down.
Flick will say under his breath, "Rabies." But she got bit by a bat.
Quite the ladies' man, aren't you?
Um,
Dropping the Scottish accent inconspicuously.
Rowan is like, oh, let me see that. What you need is some good old-fashioned alcohol. And is going to take her mug and is going to act as if pouring something onto her wound, but nothing comes out. Instead, her wound starts shining with light, and I'm going to use lay on hands and use one of my healing surges on her.
Oh. And she actually stares in like amazement because she's never seen healing magic done like that before. Thank you so much.
Don't worry about it. Kaylee wouldn't want you dampening the party with wound.
Dampening the party.
Everyone, drink up! Come on!
She just looks
That's so dull.
She looks really confused after what you just said. Just says, thank you. And just kind of starts heading towards her father. Oh, God. So...
Flick will walk up to Tyrion and go, "Payment."
For what? For what in we squirt?
Bats.
What's he talking about? We killed them as a team.
No. Captain. Payment.
You want the captain to pay us?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure the payment for getting us here was that we guarded the ship.
I think you have that reversed.
He'll just walk off and go stand in a corner.
So, who's the man of little words? Taran. Is that what your name was?
Yes. Yes, it is. What be your name? You smell like liquor.
Oh, of course. There's no better smell in the world.
Of course, there's no better smell in the world. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as. Nice to meet you as well.
So, what you been doing this entire time? I haven't seen you much.
Oh, I needed to go to the restroom, and she runs off to. Where are the restrooms? You never.
It's actually right here.
Well,
to bucket off the side of the ship, probably.
there you go.
No, there actually is like side hole in the ship and everything in a bucket to scoop up water to flush everything down out the side.
And Rowan runs off to the restroom.
Hear strange sounds coming from this side of the ship. Going to go over here now. Just kidding.
Take a look. You might see something you like. This accent's great.
Oh my god. All the sailors are actually very jovial and happy, especially having such powerful allies on the ship protecting it, and that nothing horrible had happened to anyone, especially the captain's daughter, other than she got scratched, but obviously that was quickly dealt with Rowan's power.
Are we inferring all this by, like, me looking at him? Because I ain't all that bright.
So eventually you get to the walls of Waterdeep. Let's pull the map up real quick so you can see. And as you approach the harbor walls, you actually get to see full view of the castle and how far the city stretches over the entire land, with its own guarded wall stretching around the entire borders of the city itself. And you first see through this magnificent bay area that this is only just one of 2 ports, and eventually that you reach the secondary wall, and then you see the rest of the docks, merchants, other tradesmen, sailors, and even people with just personal yachts that you could tell are noblemen, just completely decked out with the most beautiful, colorful sails and flags of the entire nation that you could tell. So, Captain Argo slowly sails down to the lower district down here in the South Ward. Doesn't look the prettiest, but it's still a little bit safer looking than some of the other areas. Let's see. And as he brings you into port, he actually calls you all in to his cabin before leaving.
See how long this one takes to load.
Flip over that. And he calls you all into the cabin, thanking you profusely, especially for protecting his daughter and his shipmates.
Wait, why is the bathroom in the captain's quarters?
It's actually across from the captain's quarters.
Okay.
He has the luxury of convenience.
Let's see.
I mean, I don't know. That might also be a lot of more inconvenience, considering the crew size and the fact they'd have to constantly use the bathroom.
Plus the smell.
He's always at the helm anyway.
There you go.
Most of the crew probably just goes off the side anyway. Let it free.
Pretty much. You've seen one too many tallywhackers on your entire ship of this whole journey.
Tallywhackers.
I had to.
Did the narrator become Australian? Find out on the next episode of No.
So, essentially, since literally he lost nobody during this whole endeavor of getting here, and especially protecting the ship and his daughter and healing her among everything, he takes out a small chest from within his stores, opens it up, and gives each of you an amulet of protection.
Sweet.
Nice.
What is that?
That is a nick piece that adds +1 to your will, fortitude, and reflexes.
That's awesome.
And he basically turns to all of you and just says, you know, if I wasn't retiring so soon, I wish I'd had you sooner, and I wouldn't have lost so many mates out in the ocean, especially to such horrible creatures like that.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I had my headset off while he was giving us stuff. What happened?
You received an amulet of protection, and he thanked all of you. And
We all did, or he gave one to split between 5 independent people?
each of you
Okay.
received an amulet of protection.
It's like, I know all of you would have no inclination to share, but please share.
Please
We-
give me the amulet.
We each get a piece, and by our powers combined,
We form Captain Planet.
and
We all get 1/5 of a save, of a +2 save.
Flick will take the amulet and put it on, and say to the captain, "Thank you."
He looks down and just nods because he knows you're a little more feral than usual. But he definitely still appreciates everything you've done on the whole journey here. And he gives you each 5 gold, and he tells you that there's an inn on this bay. It's not the prettiest, but it's definitely one of the safer ones that I know. Me and the lads had gone there quite a bit. If unfortunately we can't go with you tonight to celebrate, but we will still be
Flick will
here.
interrupt him and say, "Prostitutes."
Oh yes, little man, you'll definitely find prostitutes there.
Great.
Whatever your preference is.
You sent Daniel into a fit of laughter.
Well then.
Oh God, do I love gnomes. Halflings, any short people, they're fucking awesome.
So, as you guys have definitely noticed, he doesn't speak common very well. He speaks like a really crude dialect of it, and definitely the raised by goblins. None of you know that, but it's definitely a factor in his character.
Pretty awesome.
I'd like to point out, my second language is actually Goblin.
Oh, really? If that'll be interesting if that ever comes up, because something will happen.
Are you a hobgoblin?
So the captain tells you there's the inn is called the Broken Bottle. It's run by an orc. His name's Grog. As simple as that may be, he does sell some really good grog though.
Oh, to the inn we go.
And they do have a good cook there. I don't know what these two are doing together, but they make some delicious food. And she's quite the pretty one.
Hooker.
Well, trust me, little man. If you give her enough coin, she'll definitely rock you. She definitely made my ship rock quite a bit.
Ha!
The master swell.
Oh, so,
The westerly wind carries me forward tonight.
But before you go, I'll just let you guys... I'll let you all know. We'll be here about a week unloading and selling all our cargo. If you need anything, come and ask me. I'll be more than happy to help with what I can. So, that... Get you all together. Oh.
Oops.
Alright, if we're going anywhere, I'm going to turn into a dog and just follow the group around as a pet.
Where'd the flick go? Oh,
I just
I was gonna say, like...
Honored to have helped you, sir.
Oh.
You seem like a good man. Have many
You
good
turn into a
travels.
dog in front of us?
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that, honestly.
Yeah, how is this? Is this like Animorphs? Or is this like, are you like
No, like, I'm
pooping
not...
and coming back, or are you like crumpling into like? Is your body just like breaking itself and turning into a
Yeah.
dog?
It's an
I've never
animal
actually
spine.
considered how it works because it's it's just too damn magical. All of my all of my gear gets turned into part of the form.
So how does
All
that?
right. So the dog's carrying loads of loot.
Yeah, but it's currently fur, so good luck with that.
It's
Flick
currently
with,
what?
When I turn into my animal form, it completely, like, all of my loot, I keep it, but it disappears, basically.
like a druid.
Yes.
Makes sense.
So like a druid, you revert back to your form if you're killed within 24 hours.
I'd hope so.
Speaking of
Not
loot,
willing to try it out.
speaking
Oh,
of
come
loot,
on.
Rowan's trying to put on the amulet, but her giant neck guard is just getting in the way, so she's just like, damn thing won't fit.
Why don't you try taking off the neck guard, at least undoing the clasp?
Because then we'd be standing here for hours.
Why don't you just do it later?
Yeah.
Put it
That's
on the dog.
Put it on the no. She's just gonna clasp it to like around one of her, I guess like the jutting clasps on her armor. She's gonna circle it around there and walk forward.
Just hanging on one of her pauldrons.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go drinking. We got a successful day.
So
I couldn't agree more, Tyron.
the docks are a little bit all abandoned. Just street is a little busy. There's some merchants selling food, wine, and all that. A few selling weaponry. You actually notice there is a blacksmith down here still working with a underneath the roof is all open, so it's his full workshop. There's just a small general store where most people purchase nets and supplies, and other provisions there. And then down to the south is the Broken Bottle. So.
If as we're kind of walking, if Magnus like looks around or is paying attention at all, he'll notice Flick is like focusing, like basically he's doing an Arcana check on him, like, and if he looks back, he'll like stop, but he's like pretty fascinated by that.
What?
Agnes really doesn't care.
No, the real question now is I have to roll percent to see if I saw you transform.
I think he did it right in front of us.
Yeah, he did it on the deck in front of everyone. But
Alright.
I'm not sure if Tyran would see that, considering he was facing the giant, horrible, blood-red insect. Did you see it? It's up to you.
Okay, I guess I just say, well, let's continue.
So, make your way off the ship towards on the docks here. Entirely up to you where you want to go.
Well, time to be a drinking.
Agreed.
Knock, 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 knock.
Alright, so, yeah. Oh, God. What?
Not gonna get stopped for being a dog, am I?
No. You do get a few odd looks, because not a lot of people have actually seen that. Like, a few mumble under their breath. It's like, oh God, it's not one of those kind of noble people who like walking around with that kind of hairdo, do they? But other than that, it's just like a lot of people just kind of look and brush it off like, whatever. Most of them don't even think that your ears are real.
No, I'm completely dog at the moment.
Oh, you're completely... Oh. Alright, then yeah, you're getting a lot of looks because nobody really sees that ever. Like, they've...
A real dog?
I'm... Alright, so...
Are we going
Nobody-
full China in here? Are they gonna grill him as a delicacy?
Alright, so you're full dog form then. I was thinking of like part dog here.
No.
Like
Alright.
a dog centaur.
The orc... As you walk in, the orc Grog just kind of looks at you. He's just kind of like, what the hell? And everyone else just kind of brushes it off because it's like, whatever, it's just an animal. There's been plenty of cats, dogs walking up and down the piers that they've seen before. Some walking in and out of houses, as long as they're not vicious, nobody really cares. So far, everyone just assumes you're a dog.
Perfect.
In the
disguise has worked.
In the back, you could see the cook that the captain mentioned is actually a very slender elf, and she's about 5'9" with actually long green hair, and she's just constantly back and forth in the kitchen, and you actually hear, from what you could tell, is the sounds of grease, and you actually hear what sounds like frying. And you could actually see back there's a huge cauldron filled with oil, and she's just frying everything that people want to fry. Some people brought things that they want to have fried, and essentially, like, everyone seems really excited when they bring something else in, like fish, beef, some meats of questionable origin. So be careful.
Do they fry human meat?
Uh,
I guess it wouldn't just be exclusively human in an expanded D&D universe. Do they bring in sentient meat?
None publicly known.
No one's trying to fry me, are they?
You actually do see a few hobos kind of just staring at you, licking their lips a little bit. Like,
I growl.
they sit back and just cup their glasses tightly and just, go back to their drink and
just continue licking their lips and while gripping their drink.
And then essentially off to the left you see the stairs that leads up to the room, the rooms up above. Grog's just shouting out like, "You got your order, Fran? Yeah, over here, bring the meat." Just throwing ale back and forth. Everyone's just completely ignoring. You see a few harlots hanging off a few people as they essentially just keep getting coins after coins.
Rowan goes up to whatever appears to be, or whatever appears to be available, and goes, "I'd like to order a round of drinks for my compatriots."
The orc just turns around and is like, "How strong you want 'em?"
What's the strongest you got?
"Enough to knock you right out the armor."
I doubt that, but let's see.
Alright, each drink is gonna cost you a gold piece. And he just scoops all the glasses in one hand, and then just pulls the tap back and starts filling each one, and he's just holding every single one fist.
Alright, I'll pay for it then.
Alright, as soon as he sees you put the gold down, he slams down all 4 tankards for you. And these aren't normal sized tankards. These are tankards meant for an orc his size. He's about 7'1.5".
Is this a pint?
Yeah, that's a pint. That thing will slug you back to the next Sunday.
That's my line. A halfling.
That's right. Oh my god, that glass is huge compared to you. So now Rowan has all these 4 pints.
And she makes her way and hands one to each one of you, and goes, "Kayleen's
I can't
blessing."
hold it.
What?
I've got no thumbs.
She puts it on the ground for you.
Oh my god.
It is very big. You could just stuff your face right into it.
Perfect.
Hey, while we're having a drink here, why don't you tell me a bit about your god? I've never even heard of that name.
Aiden Kayleen?
Yeah, I've never heard
I
of him.
mean, I guess he's kind of... It's weird, you've never even heard of him. The god of freedom and booze?
No, not really. My clan was a bit oppressive in the freedom aspect. It's kind of why I left.
Well, good on you. Caden Kayleen is, He's quite the deity. He provides for those in need and blesses any sort of party.
Yeah, I'll toast to him.
Flick will
Aye.
point to the giant pint and go, "Coma." But begins drinking anyway.
Awesome.
And he toasts
And-
with you guys.
Awesome. Okay.
So-
Okay.
I toast too, but you know,
Bark.
Why did he get us 4 pints if there's only 3 of us?
What?
Did anybody else notice that? Hey dog, do you want a drink?
You do catch a few odd looks as everyone's like, "What? Why are they giving a beer to the dog?"
I don't discriminate.
You can bark once for yes or twice for no.
Oh, God. Oh, so as a few of the harlots in the tavern see you celebrating, they don't recognize you, so they just instantly come over, assuming that you just got into port. One is actually another halfling.
Oh.
Hey, you look at that, they come in fun size.
Fun.
And then
Rowan's like, every size is fun size if you have some beer.
three are human girls, another is a tiefling, and then the 6th one is actually a very metrosexual looking guy.
So they're kind of walking over.
Yes.
So Flick will kind of elbow Tyran, kind of move over and elbow him and go, "Breasts."
Yes, I know they have breasts. They are women after all. Well, most of them.
He has a big smile on his face.
Most of them? Which one's not a woman?
Didn't he just say there was a man?
Yes.
Yeah. See?
She's so fucking god.
I'm like trying to like point it out.
Like being discreet.
So they all move in, you know, kind of straddling 2 on each of you. One just kind of pets the dog and scooches by.
Wait, this is important. Which one pets the dog?
It's the brunette girl.
Oh, okay. So it was gonna be kind of weird if the halfling started petting the dog.
Oh god.
I don't know why, but it just struck me as odd.
Wags his tail. I love it. Flick will, and just enjoy the company of the ladies for now. He's not saying anything, but he's just kind of like, hanging on to him, drinking his drink, and offering them some of his drink too.
They happily enjoy. They're definitely leaning and rubbing their assets all over you. Kind of just flirting you up and seeing if you'd be interested.
Sorry, ladies, I'm not interested. You can move on.
They kind of just say "aw" and pout and like walk away. Just walk away.
Yeah, Flick will sigh and say, "Business," and kind of push the hose away.
Meanwhile, the guy and the other one, who's a blonde woman, they're kind of trying to work Rowan over, see if she'd be interested in some late night drinking and fun in the inn rooms.
So which part comes first? Is the important question.
They just reply, "It's like we can do all at once if you like."
No. Sorry, I meant she didn't say that. I'm just asking like what do they do to work her over exactly?
They're just leaning on her, rubbing against her, like, you know, showing off their valuables, what they're selling.
Okay. So
You could definitely see the guy's package.
So
It's right there.
So, without actually pushing them away or doing anything, she kind of gets a serious tone and goes, I don't like hurting parties, so you just need to know that I'm not interested. Sorry.
They just kind of say, "Oh, thank you, sweetie. We'll be here if you change your mind." And then they go off to find another. And
And she goes back to jovially drinking.
and the brunette actually stops and it's just like petting the dog, like, "Oh, good boy, you're so cute."
So Flick will kind of interrupt the
Yes.
drinking and say, just kind of like make a motion around the table, like, you know, a hand motion, and go, team.
I mean, what would we even do?
Plans.
Man just kind of like hops up and he's like hind legs, puts his front legs on the table and changes back into a person.
Everyone just kind of like, what the fuck?
Too
And then
much
just
drinking.
pitches in that he likes the idea of a team.
The brunette is actually kind of blushing that she was petting you.
Do these plans include drinking?
I mean, we need a way to celebrate.
Money. Drinks.
This is
I mean-
totally reminding me from what's his face, the freaking antagonist from Penumbra. That voice.
Quiet.
Yeah, there you go.
Business.
So how do you propose we go about getting this business?
Kill people.
Alright, now come on, we aren't just common murderers.
I hope you mean bad people.
Right. And he
I
kind
can
of
see it like a moral compass, that's always useful, but don't be so open about it.
he kind of cocks an eye at Tehran. Money. Need.
We can deal with it in the morning.
Hookers. Money. Cost. Lots.
I mean, this is... sorry, I dropped out of accent. This is the poor district, they're probably reasonably cheap.
Ooh. Business. First.
Alright, so what do we all want to do for money? If we're planning to make a team?
He Flick points at the bartender. Orc. Talk. Not me.
I mean, I can go talk to him later if you want.
Business. Now.
Fine. Anybody else want to come with me?
Dog.
I was
Rowan's
going
like-
to come along anyway, but I'll be glad to.
Good
Awesome.
boy.
There you go.
This is some slave internment camp. Would you kindly? Alright, so let's go have a conversation with the bartender.
So which one do you approach it?
I don't know, does the dog want to go first?
I'll do it. I'll go talk to him.
You probably look more friendly than I do.
Yeah, but I did kind of just give everyone a shock.
That means that you're interesting.
Oh,
Double
by the way,
points.
the hobos who were staring at you hungrily is just sitting there like, what the fuck is...
Well, you're also probably.
I'm gonna say to the hobos, by the way, all dogs can do that.
Oh, jeez.
They just kind of turn pale and they're like looking at you.
Magnus, you're pretty well dressed, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
You probably look a lot better than most of the people that come in here, so it's something to keep in mind. Might be good to talk.
Yeah, I
to.
hope I don't get mugged.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, you can only turn it into a tasty treat. I'm sure they'll be nice to you.
You did come in with someone in like full plate, so
Yeah.
take that into consideration.
Definitely been noticed.
Alright. I'll go talk to the bartender.
He's taking orders left or right, you know, grabbing different meat dishes that people have brought so they could be fried and back and cooked up. What can I do for you?
Hello, good sir. Our party recently came to this town. We're enjoying your drinks, by the way. Thank you.
Thank you. I see you got the best kind. I've enjoyed that patronage. I hope you keep coming back.
They are quite nice. We'd like to know if you know of any work we could do in this town. Preferably the kind for mercenaries.
He kind of scratches his head a little. He's like, I don't know too much. Alestra in the back knows more. She talks to more people than I do.
Is she available at the moment?
You could go back there and talk to her.
Thank you.
She may be a little busy cooking now, so it might be a little be tough to get her to help out unless you're buying her valuables.
Magnus just chuckles and walks into the back.
So, you see the slender elf just back and forth, actually surprisingly agile. Different meat rub-downs, basting, breading, everything. The huge cauldron in the middle, cooking everything up. She does have assistants helping her out. She's just barking out orders, telling who, what to do, and who's supposed to deliver my... Oh my god.
Who am I?
You're Ugeves Ubri.
I didn't sign up for this.
Oh my
It's your
god.
street name, man. Oh my god, who am I?
God.
Why am I you Gefes Aubrey?
I've-
Stop telling me something about my character development.
Let me go change that real quick.
Yeah, I had to change my manually as well. Peruvy something.
Oh, I just left the placeholder names that were auto-generated. Oh,
Guess I'm you Gefes Aubrey. Reintroductions are in order. My name was changed without my consent.
Do
uh,
you have the paperwork for that?
No, but I can breathe lightning.
she turns to notice you, Magnus. She definitely takes note that you're a little better dressed. So she kind of just says, "Oh, ladies, take over for me." She just heads over, kind of swaying her hips. Obviously, she thinks she's there to buy. And she just kind of leans over and pushes up her bust and asks you, like, "How can I help you tonight?"
Hail, fair lady. Shut up, Daniel.
Oh.
The bartender informed me that you may know of some jobs for recently mercenaries that have recently entered town.
Oh, I hear about quite a few of them. And she just kind of like brushes her hand lightly over your chest. So, what would you like to hear about in particular? Kill, steal, few works outside the city to come back? Acquisitions? I do know of one that is very close. It's one of the blacksmiths up the street who's been having trouble with his stashes being stolen.
That sounds reasonable.
She kind of traces her hand a little lower, seeing how you have no issue with that.
He's very,
Does his tongue hang out of his mouth?
She's just kind of like...
He has composure, that's the one.
Do you have the dog ears in
best
your normal form?
composure.
You have the
think
dog
he
ears
said
in your
yeah.
normal form? Yeah.
At the moment, yes.
She kind of like brushes her fingers along your ears, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't realize these were real. So, what else do you have that belongs to a dog?"
Oh, that is...
That woman's got a fetish.
You hear across the bar, ha! Pretty faint, though.
Let me go look at that, guys. Let's see.
Magnus just gently takes hold of her hands and slowly lifts them off of him.
She pouts a little bit, but she's just like, well, up the street, you'll find Bargus in his shop. He never leaves. Smith's always working there.
I suppose I should talk to him about it then.
Well, unless you would rather talk to me all night.
I'll keep it in mind. I feel like I will probably be back here soon enough anyway.
See you soon. And she just kind of 3-finger waves and then goes back to working in the kitchen.
Magnus turns and walks back to his group, sits down and finishes his drink.
So what else do you have that belongs to a dog? I don't quite understand it.
Oh my god.
Anything I want.
Close enough.
Oh, God.
As you sit back down, Flick will turn to you, Magnus, and go, business.
Yes, little one, we have business.
Great. Let's go.
What do you mean now? We're enjoying our drinks.
Good point.
Oh, so the night carries on. You, barmaid actually finally approaches you. She's like, you gentlemen would like anything to eat, lady?
Well, that depends. Do we want to do our work now or later?
Oh, we just got off like a week on a boat.
And my legs are super cramped. I could stretch.
Alright then, I guess we'll tackle it tomorrow. We have a job, so let's just enjoy the evening.
Flick will... go ahead.
Magnus will turn to the barmaid and say, anything that's made of meat.
Well, we have fish, chicken, snake, crocodile, cow.
I like the sound of snake.
Would you like that fried or just cooked?
Let's try it fried.
That's a lot of trans fats. You're really gonna need to exercise that off. Also, yeah.
Don't worry, I go for walks daily.
And for you, sir? She looks to the halfling.
He's been tugging on her like apron for like a minute, and when she finally looks at him, he'll turn to her and go, "Special."
Oh, the everything cooked, and it's fried. I'll get and for you.
Who
Tyrion.
does she?
Tyrion.
I'll have the cow.
Huh? And for you, my lady.
I'll have more drink.
Licorice substance.
We do have grog fried battered chicken.
Damn.
Sure. That one.
So she goes over to Grog and gives him the order. You just hear him start yelling it out. The crowd's just cheering and laughing. Few people are just slumping over against the wall. Eventually brings it out for Flick. She brings out this enormous plate of every kind of meat they have.
Oh, jeez.
Just fried and cooked with even like whole potatoes stuck on end of kebabs.
I'm pretty sure that's more food than his torso is wide.
Flick will just kind of mumble to himself, "Mistake."
Mac goes over and says, "I'll trade you if you want."
Yes.
So she gives you the snake. It's a nice portion meal. It was good size for you, Magnus. So it would be plenty for like Tyrion. Your cow comes out. Some is steak and a few is nice tenders. And then for Rowan, she brings out the beer batter chicken, and it smells extremely strong of Grog's special ale that you bought.
Nice. At this point, Rowan is going around the tavern, participating in any sort of like feats of strength or party tricks. If there are wine bottles, she's like, what's it called? She's challenging people to do wine bottle smashing against their heads.
Oh God. Okay. Let's see. I want you to roll a diplomacy check for this, just to see how many people you can get for this.
So I'm going to. So heroic effort, the human trait, it doesn't. It only works on attack rolls and saving throws. But could I use it in this instance for skill?
It works on skills too.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Heroic
Oh!
effort adds 4 to anything.
Oh. 11.
Okay, so you get 8 chumps to start trying to smash bottles over their own head. Grog is actually laughing his ass off because this is the first time he's seen a bar fight where people are fighting themselves.
And at this, she participates and grabs one and smashes it across her head. And I don't know. Do I need to roll anything or?
Roll a strength check.
Sure.
If you get above an 8, you smash it first try. Because I imagine a wine bottle's going to be pretty damn tough. Alright, you obliterate it.
Yeah!
Whole crowd just cheers. Like, few more people keep trying. 2 people are like, two out of the 8 actually knock themselves out. One guy's got a semi-bloody forehead, but they're all cheering and laughing about it.
She heals that guy. The same method that she healed the other woman. So we'll do 10. There we go.
So everyone keeps cheering. Since everyone's fine, the other 2 that are knocked out, everyone just laughs and just like sits them in chairs.
And she goes back to the table, noticing that there is chicken, and begins to consume it.
Party foul? What?
Party foul.
It's the way you keep saying it. Were you even paying attention, Ken?
I don't know. What?
Oops.
The 2 people got knocked out. Every time someone's gone unconscious.
Oh, yeah, back then.
Like
Okay. Yeah, in our campaign over there. Alright. I get it now.
Said it like a week ago, Ken.
Alright. So, Grog actually really likes what you guys have been doing. Even though it's been a little more crazy than most of his regular patrons. Let's see. Before you go upstairs, Magnus. Let's see. Perceptions against thievery, right?
I don't know, is it?
I mean, it depends on how you want to set it up, right? You got perception and insight, right?
Yeah, insight would be more motive. So this would be against your passive perception. Oh my god.
Well, I have, like, no passive perception, so...
Alright, so you notice the 5 gold that the captain gave you is gone. And you can't see who did it.
Damn. What a shame. I was only in a form capable of being stolen from for like 5 minutes.
So he gives you guys a couple nice rooms upstairs. He'll let you guys bunk if you want to, all for just a couple of silver, about 5 silver per person.
That sounds reasonable.
That's easy.
Flick will pat Tyrone on like whatever he can reach, probably his leg of somewhere, and go tab, and walk upstairs.
Yeah, by the way, how much do we owe you? Sorry, wrong accent. By the way, how much do we owe you?
Well, Rowan paid her part for the ale and all that. Let's see. The meals were only a couple of silver, because livestock in the city is actually pretty easy to come by this close to the wall. So...
I'm sure snakes aren't that hard.
I'll just give him 2
Nah.
gold and head upstairs.
yeah, that should cover it.
I was forced to cover the special, damn it.
A big meal.
Like you eat like probably like a fourth of it, and you're like, "Holy shit, this thing's huge!"
That's why American portions are too big.
What is this America you speak of?
It's a
Hey.
country far to the west.
It's cool if you don't eat it all, Magnus. You can just get a doggy bag.
Oh, next level.
Next level.
God damn.
So I assume that Rowan has been drinking more than just her grog.
Yeah, you've gotten Grog's special grog, which could probably knock out a dwarf.
Okay. Well,
so you slept pretty damn heavily.
Okay.
But I would imagine you're pretty used to hangovers, so that probably wouldn't affect you too badly.
Wakes up and gets a Bloody Mary.
All right. You actually see that Grog doesn't make the Bloody Mary. He doesn't do special mixed drinks, but the elf does.
I see. Needs a woman's touch.
Yes,
It's
Alestra.
fine.
Alestra does the.
I don't like talking to her.
Why not? She seemed pretty nice.
To you.
She's used to nobles with particular taste.
What? Should be make you go, pal. Shouldn't that?
Oh, God. Alright. So, you guys wake up. It's a new day. You notice that there's a little bit of, like, toasted sandwiches next to your beds that barmaids and everyone brought up to your rooms as a nice wake-up call.
I'll eat the sandwich. No. I mean, oh, okay. Do we need to roll for wake up order, or are we just gonna assume we all woke up?
You just woke up. It's
Cool.
pretty late in the evening, especially since you all had some pretty heavy drinks.
Cool.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
just gonna go
it's
sit down in the dining area until everybody else wakes up.
Yeah,
Is it morning now or
yeah, it's morning.
okay?
Apparently early afternoon, right? Is that what you said, Josh?
It's very close to 12.
Okay.
Oh,
Magnus is just gonna trot downstairs in his dog form with the food in his mouth.
All the ladies just coo and awe at him as he is adorable to them.
Perfect.
Flick will just be following the dog around. I think Flick thinks he knows of the business. So he'll be following him around.
So, Rowan is actually going to go up to... Grog was the owner of the... Or, what was the name of the owner of this?
Broken bottle.
Of the Broken Bottle?
Yeah, the Broken Bottle Inn.
No, what was the name of the owner?
It is Grog.
Oh, Grog,
Grog?
Grog, yeah, Grog.
Okay, okay.
Grog is Grog. Grog makes
Okay.
excellent Grog, because
All
Grog's
right.
Grog is the best Grog.
So, Rowan goes up to Grog and says, may I bless this place?
I haven't had this place blessed in a long time. It'd be much appreciated.
Alright, then I'd like,
Good, I'll give you the blessing
Hey.
of Vecna. He didn't ask.
and she asked for just a regular stein of alcohol.
Wow. Pours it off tap and hands it to you.
She grabs it and then walks near the door and then completely empties it on the floor and begins just chanting for a little while.
He just kind of watches interestedly.
Okay. And she finishes with the illustrious, and may Kayleen protect this place until the stars fall. And returns the stein and says, nice operation you got here.
Hey, I'd love to see you keep coming back here. You guys have made some of the best fun I've had in weeks.
Did he just change from Scottish to Western?
Probably.
Okay.
I gotta get that straight.
It's fine. I was just like, okay.
Oops.
Yeah. So, at that, she's gonna wait for everyone else to come down.
So you see Flick and the dog come down. Tyrion, are you still eating in your room?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I said I went downstairs. I was waiting for everybody else to wake up.
Alright, so everyone's downstairs now.
Okay. So, shall we go to... I don't even remember where you said we were gonna go to.
Blacksmiths, apparently.
Blacksmiths.
The
Are we going-
blacksmiths. Apparently, he's had some issues with thieves, so.
Ooh.
That sounds like a thrilling morning.
Kill thieves. Go.
Yeah, if they're a problem, we will.
I mean, if they attack me, but just for stealing. I mean, is that the
Flick
law in
will
these
sigh
parts?
heavily.
Grog overhears you talking about the laws. He's like, "Oh, you don't know about the laws of Waterdeep?" Ah,
Unfamiliar.
and he goes over to the wall, tears off one of the tacked-on pieces of parchment. He brings it over and places it down on the table for you. And this is what it says.
Oh,
Oh wow, this is cool.
Those are the laws of Waterdeep.
arson, rape, assault resulting in criminal, magical assault, forgery, slavery, robbery. Whoa, robbery's pretty high up there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, this is like medieval era style shit. They've got to keep the plebeians suppressed by not having them rob you.
Flick will poke his finger at the
Serious
powdered armor.
offences, murder with justification.
You be careful out there. City guards are not too happy, but if they don't see it, they're not going to pursue you unless you're a serious issue. And he goes back behind the bar and starts cleaning. He leaves that with you guys. And
Thank you for the information.
I will actually send that to you guys through Skype so you can have it.
Awesome.
That's from some bribery, murder, robbery, and treason.
I was gonna say that might help me read it.
So, what is murder with justification? And it's under crimes against the city.
I'd assume that would be like dueling.
Yeah. Well, there's actually official dueling.
Hmm.
There is actually a law in here murdering. Let's see. I actually have to find it. Because like brandishing your weapon in public is an offense as well, which means you could be wearing it, but if you hold it and then you're using it or you're carrying it around in your hand, it could be technically an offense if a guard sees it and doesn't like it.
Flick draws his handle.
Grog just gives a hearty laugh. That'll fool the guards real well. He doesn't know it's an actual weapon. Oh god.
He's got
Rowan's
the
just
handle
like,
on things, don't he?
but I don't have a sheath.
That's fine, as long as it's on your back and not in your hands. That's not gonna bother anyone.
I hope it doesn't poke somebody.
Minor offenses, excessive noise. Oh.
Down in the lower quarters towards the harbor bay, nobody cares because they know the sailors get real loud. In fact, you actually haven't seen any city guards on the harbor area at all, other than in the mercantile ship areas further where the captain was.
My kind of place.
Oh, right here. Second plaint, serious offense, unlawful dueling. Which means you can actually get certification to duel or go outside the city to duel.
Okay.
But it needs to be official. Like, you could literally just go up to a city guard and tell them, like, I'm going to be dueling this man. And then they'll watch over to make sure no one else gets hurt.
Cool.
Well, shall we head on over to the blacksmiths?
Yeah, sure. It doesn't really sound like we're doing anything else.
Yeah, good plan.
So, That's actually
Business, as the little one would say.
Business. Good.
Hey,
I just got a picture like that's the plan. Bark, 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 bark.
Follow
Yeah,
me
you're
now.
you're still in dog form, right?
yeah, I never said change back.
Oh god. All right. So, Magnus remembers that the said mentioned blacksmith is actually just up the road to the north.
We'll lead the way as a dog.
Because you actually didn't tell anyone just yet. You said you had work, but you didn't tell them.
So we're all just staring at the dog.
Strutting around, all high and mighty, as the leader of my pack.
Chest out.
This is doggone insane.
Oh.
Thomas would have killed me for that one.
Thomas would have killed you for any of them.
He really hates it when I do that. Am I supposed to be moving my piece?
Yes, but I'm moving it for you, just to.
Alright, I didn't assume it moved.
Well, the only other tokens
What's
are
that?
here, so this is where we're going.
The nice thing about Roll20, you can move your piece wherever you want.
And
I'm
go
leaving
through
this
the
earth. You spin me
Can you
right
swim?
round.
He's a
Oh,
dog.
my
Technically could.
I know
swim.
doggy paddle.
Well, actually, that's a good question. What breed of dog are you?
Yeah.
Because that would actually explain because some dogs have webbed feet for swimming.
I'm actually a crossbreed.
So what?
It's like golden retriever, right?
It's a golden husky.
Golden husky. Oh, I would say you could swim easily, but Bargs is just hammering away as you approach. You see his assistant over in the corner sharpening different blades and weapons. So essentially, you just see sparks, iron, everything, the whole works. The bellows constantly flaming up. There's actually a lot of intense heat coming off of this workshop just from standing where you are. And it's actually kind of starting to make you sweat just being near how intense his forge is. But he doesn't seem to be bothered at all by a little bit.
I'm going to change back to my human form because, as a part husky, my fur is really thick.
Catch fire. It will.
Yeah, I don't want to catch on fire, certainly, but that was more just thinking the heat is not good for me.
Alright,
So,
so
Magnus made a point to not tell us about any of the job's details, or did he tell us?
He was dog form, so I'm not really sure how he could ever tell you all that.
I mean, I assumed that I was close enough to hear it, considering we could hear the elven woman make a declaration.
Oh yeah, you were up there with him, so
Yeah.
I assume you've heard it.
Yeah, I would have shared it. Don't know about.
But
Yeah,
so-
there are two of us.
was-
though.
Pretty drunk.
She's still pretty drunk. That works. Alright, so he obviously didn't even notice you guys approached. Like, he's still hammering away. You just hear loud thunderous strikes on the blade he's working on right now. And it's just constant sparks of fire going off of it. It's just almost molten metal what he's working with right now.
Somebody else might want to talk. I need to get my accent in order.
Hey,
Excuse me. Excuse me, my dear sir. Damn it, it's not working.
blacksmith.
He stops mid swing as soon as Flick says that. He just kind of turns around and looks at all four of you, and puts down the blade he was working with. Walks over, and you could see that the hammer that he was working the metal with is actually starting to turn red from the heat but it's not losing shape or anything. What can I do for you, lads?
Good morning, my fair sir. We heard that you were having trouble with some thieves and came over to try to help you with the problem.
Oh, yes. Some bastards keep stealing my shipments of blades before I get to send them off to the finishers. They don't even get their handles. Some are stolen, some pieces of armor. I only get a few pieces of leather, but even some of those other pieces of armor were taken. I've seen where the gets go, but I don't want to follow I'm not very combat ready, and I don't like being in the aqueducts here because I've seen some really unsavory creatures down there before, and I know going alone they'll take me down to par pretty easily.
Flick will put his hand on his chest and go, mercenaries, and then hold out his hand to the guy and go, gold.
He just kind of ruffles his beard a little.
We kill bandits.
I'll get a full size so you can get a good image of what this guy looks like.
Ooh.
Burly?
Yeah. Burly, majestic, his whole apron filled with tools and smith work.
What my comrade here is trying to say is that we could solve your problem for you.
I would like to kill those bastards, but I would love to have my unfinished works and some of my finished works back if they're still in one piece or even there. I'm not sure though. I can't really say much. I know they're short, and he kind of just looks over at Flick begrudgingly. But considering that you're offering to help me out here, let's see what would be a good
When he
price.
basically accuses Flick of possibly being a thief, Flick will draw the little handle and show him, me didn't steal swords, because it's just a handle.
He just looks over Flick. Oh, you're a ballsy one to threaten me with just a handle. I like you.
No, threaten? I wasn't trying to threaten him. I was trying to say I'm not a thief. But showing him I don't have any sword. I don't. Whatever.
He's a dwarf. He's stubborn. Oh, God. I can't pay you much right now. But if you find some of my finished blades, I guarantee you'll be happy. Some of those were enchanted. Nothing amazing, but if you find them, I'll let you keep a blade each of your choice.
Well,
And
here's the
again,
problem.
about the handle.
We
Just looks at it.
I think you could definitely use one, little guy. You're looking like you're missing a little bit in that department.
Ah.
what my friend here is trying to say is that we have our own weapons of choice available.
Ah, but you don't have Barg's weapons. Don't worry, I'll still give you gold. I know every mercenary needs to eat and sleep with their whores.
Hookers.
Exactly. See, even the little guy knows how the mercenary work goes around here.
Yes.
That fucking voice.
But first,
Bandit location.
he points over towards the docks that kind of end off, but they go into a graded area where the aqueducts start. He's like, you'll find a ladder over there. I've seen the little bastards snipping off over there. I couldn't catch their faces, but I know they definitely went in that direction lugging with one of my crates. If you bring it back, I'll let you choose what weapons you want from it. Only one, though, for each of you. And I'll give you 100 gold to split between all of you. Does this sound fair?
That sounds reasonable.
Hmm.
I like it.
He actually takes out a key from his apron. He's like, I locked the grate so the bastards couldn't keep getting in. I don't think there's a way out, so you may actually have a pretty easy time taking them if they're still stuck down there. If you can't find them, let me know, so I could at least find out where they went if they go outside the wall of this, outside the wall of the city, and so I could let the guards know if there's any issues.
Flick will grab the key from the dude.
He nods and he just turns around, just picks up the blade that he was working on from his forging and starts hammering away. And before you guys head off, you actually notice his assistant's actually a little bit odd. Let's see. Actually, everyone roll perception. Let's see how well
Oh,
you
I'm
can tell.
totally have high on that.
My perception sucks. Why can't it be insight?
Oh, white power. I got a 15.
Oh, baby!
Jesus!
I see everything.
And I'm going to sound incredibly.
Womp womp womp.
Through the midst of a drunken
Classic
stupor and hangover,
Rolls. Never good.
Alright.
his eyes focus on the nebulous world around him, bringing in the light that is needed to suffuse sufficient information into the situation.
Now that we have the future god-infused
Just
chant.
thinks he might have seen a cat.
But,
Alcohol has an opposite effect on you, apparently.
yeah, like, Rowan, even though you're still slogging, you see exactly what this guy is. You notice that he's actually a revenant. Everyone who got 15 or higher notices and knows exactly that he is actually a revenant.
Okay, out of game talk, what the hell's a revenant?
A undead person.
Oh.
Essentially, their bodies has like some feathers on it because they were revived by the Raven Mother. They're pretty well known in this area, and they were previous life but came back to life by the Raven Mother's will in a new body.
Okay, Raven Mother, is she evil?
No,
Neutral?
No, she's the most.
She's a new.
pretty neutral. She's just
Okay.
she's death.
Yeah.
Okay.
She basically like designates like, I need this objective done, go do it, and none's like evil or good. It's just like she needs this done.
Okay.
It's like Saint Cuthbert. She hates undead because
And this
they
is
aren't
like-
dead.
And this is like, common
Yeah.
knowledge? Okay.
Yeah, in this area of Waterdeep, it's very common knowledge of Revenant's existence, what they do, and why they do it.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, then Rowan doesn't. That's-
But it was fairly hard to see in the semi-smoke-filled and heat and dark-induced area between heat and metal being pounded and smoke filling most of the area. But you definitely do notice that he's, even though he's got his back to you guys, he's got a silver chain necklace on and a scar around his entire neck. Like from front to back.
Oh, beheaded. Well then.
Badass.
So,
Huh?
Cool
Yeah.
scar.
His butt could use a little shaping up. He needs to do some calisthenics.
unfortunately for Revenants, they're going to be very lanky no matter what. Alright, so you guys heading to the aqueducts?
Immediately.
Let's get to work.
Business.
Then
Yes.
play.
Gather you guys up.
Okay.
This is gonna go great. Get it? Because we're climbing into a grate.
Oh my god.
Many
I didn't
times.
get it.
I'm glad that you even took the time to explain it.
Oh my god.
Alright. So, start
I must bring vague ghosts of enjoyment where none should exist.
So essentially, you guys get down here. It smells a little rank, mostly musty. You do see rubbish everywhere. Doesn't seem like the nicer areas of the aqueducts that you could tell. But you definitely hear some strange sounds, different water rushing, some valves opening and closing. So, even
Valves.
occasional skitters from different areas and directions.
This place could use some livening up.
Flick will motion Rowan forward and go, after you.
How well lit
always-
is it down here, by the way?
Always the gentleman, huh? Ladies first.
It's it's low light vision right now, so it's a little difficult to see.
I have
All
one.
right, so you can see just fine.
I have nothing.
Alright, so
I have
Rowan,
regular vision.
you're basically stumbling in the dark a little. You're stepping on trash, and you're not really sure if it's trash or shit.
I'm gonna pull out a sunrod and crack it.
All right, so now everyone can see just fine.
Okay. So which way do we want to go, boys? Left or right?
I say we should. God damn it, the accent isn't working. I'm just gonna toss it for right now. Let's go south first. I don't know.
Well,
No, excuse me.
Oh,
It's
go.
this way.
Go, he just teleported.
Shh.
Alright, and go one square at a time.
Rowan is apparently invisible.
You're probably just underneath something.
Oh, you're visible?
Rowan hasn't even moved for me.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
I just had to adjust you.
Alright.
Alright.
So I assume I'm in the front.
Obstructed.
Do we just want to go down? Is that what we decided?
I mean, sure, why not?
Okay.
Probably need to explore everywhere by sheer merit of underground dungeon logic.
One.
Alright, stop there.
Okay.
And you actually get lunged at by that thing to your left.
I can't see anything. Oh. Oh.
It's the development team of Bad Rats.
Oh god.
You just hear this loud screech, and an ROS just lunges at your throat.
An ROS?
Rodent of unusual size.
Usual size. Yep. Princess Bride reference.
Yes! Yes!
I haven't watched a movie in like
So-
4 years. So.
Surprise! He gets +2 to this.
I won't look at the stream for a while.
Alright. You won't notice too much. Damn. So that's versus your AC.
That hits.
So 10 plus 5. 10 damage.
Okay.
Now initiative. Let me clear this.
Still the better roll than I got when I had +7 initiative, usually.
Wait, why'd you clear me?
Don't worry, I'll just re-add you.
Okay.
I was about to say, I really wouldn't mind re-rolling.
Mine was 15.
We got 2 15s, you know what that means, kids?
Higher decks.
Mine's +4.
So yours is plus. So you're 19 or 15.
Oh,
I just
15.
remembered that I have 18 strength.
Alright, so turn. Did you? Yeah, you rolled. You're still rolling on Deso. That's why.
I love how the dragon magic mechanic works. I'm so muscular that my spells deal more damage.
16.
Dude, I'm so fucking ripped. Watch this.
I imagine it as like you are like hurling your spells, maybe like with your strength.
Yeah, no, but I just like to imagine that he flexes and just shoots energy out of the flexed muscle.
Creepy.
Boom. Alright. There we go. Rowan, you get first reply.
Oh,
This
so-
thing is hissing and gnarling, and it just chunked you in your fucking leg.
And at that, she's going to spit down at it. That divine challenge. There we go. And then is going to piercing smite it. So roll. Yes.
Then it's like that. I probably shouldn't breathe lightning on it because I'm probably gonna need that.
The 26 hit.
Definite.
Okay. So like this.
What is that static sound?
I'm not sure. I think it's one of the people.
It sounds like somebody's trying to send an alien communication.
Is anyone's Skype portrait lighting up with the static?
Yeah, that's the thing that isn't. Let me check the sound levels. It's not registering as sound, so it's somebody's interference.
27 damage.
Holy shit!
The hell?
Brings down
She's
her
like-
full blade right down on the rat's head.
What the fuck? What is that damage? What did you do?
Another fucking daily, I assume.
It's an encounter power, actually. Piercing smite on top of divine challenge increases its damage.
Alright, so yeah, he's looking... he's looking pretty fucking hurt and regretting his decision to attack you now.
Good.
You should have stopped when you lost the advantage.
Alright, so Magnus.
I mean, he didn't even attack you yet, he just kind of grumbled at you.
I don't know what I can do from over here.
You can walk over,
You,
then do
you can
something.
still move through allies, and you'd be able to get to this space.
Yeah, I know, but it's still just looking at him around the corner.
Yeah. But I would say you could move through here, because even though it's a tight space, it's still enough space to move.
Well, attacking it from here would just be like, what, a -2 or something? Partial cover?
Yeah,
Isn't that a hard corner? So yeah,
Yeah.
partial.
just mine.
Yeah, but I mean, I've got a better chance if I just move to, like,
There.
yeah.
Are you ranged at all?
Inside fallen.
Yeah, probably my best ability is ranged.
Okay.
Well, you weren't using it during your
Yeah, I did.
your fight with the bats.
Shit!
He did.
Use
Oh,
it twice.
oh, that was your best ability.
He killed it,
It
one bat
does
midair.
very little damage, but I can give any of you a free attack. Means I can give Rowan a free attack.
Oh, so if it includes ranged basic attacks, I can also do it if you need to.
No, it's only melee.
Okay. Just thought I'd throw it out there.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna miss.
Damn, you attack Will?
Will's
is the man
actually
name?
surprisingly low most of the time. That's not actually too far off.
So, am I allowed to attack it again?
No, it
no.
only works if I hit it.
Okay.
And all your moves, Magnus? Hello? Uh-oh.
I'm not sure what happened.
Skype hiccup there.
Can you guys hear me okay?
I'm glad the printer sound is back.
All good. As I
Uh,
said, Scold's aura, because I want to show off how big this aura is.
Christ, that thing's huge.
Wait, well, I can't see auras. Wait, why
You
can't
gotta
this?
enable it just like the name thing.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Damn it all.
You should go down the list and enable all those for all the tokens.
I'm gonna do that right fucking now.
But just so everyone understands, twice an encounter, anyone in this aura can heal with a minor. No, can use a healing surge with a minor action.
And somebody mentioned in the stream that the static might be from somebody's mic plug.
I'll
And,
plug in.
you
I
also
don't-
regain additional 1d6 points.
Oh my
And
god.
it got
It's
worse.
louder now.
Let me see if it's me. No.
You can all.
Oh boy. There.
Doesn't even matter how hard to try.
Ew, Gype, why do you do this to me?
Yeah, seriously. Wow, that's a big aura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since you're a scald, is the aura scalding hot?
If only.
Hopefully we can get Joseph back.
Although I do have a daily that makes it so enemies in the aura grant combat advantage.
It's nifty.
Definitely.
Hmm.
Hello?
There
Hey.
you go.
There it
Alright,
is.
we're back.
I
Alright.
also don't hear the buzzing anymore. Do you guys?
No, I
No?
think Skype was just having a heart attack.
Yeah.
So, now the order's up. That's all your turns.
Where do we leave off?
Magnus.
Yeah, Magnus.
Okay.
Yeah, I was done.
Alright, so, flick.
Alright. Flick is going to move up behind Rowan and say, "Move!" And I'm going to push her 2 squares down, and she grants combat advantage.
Oh,
So go ahead and move her down. I will then shift half my speed, 3 squares. 1, 2, 3. And I get to make this attack.
fuck.
I think it's dead.
Yeah.
In my way.
That's a dangerous little bastard. Alright, so it just screeches out in pain as it just got shivved in the back by Flick.
Imagine you like actually just ran over and kicked her.
And you just see frothing foam at its mouth, and it just thuds to the ground. And at this point, Rowan, you realize that you're actually lucky that you didn't get a disease from the first bite. It was a rabid diet rat.
How
Oh, Raby!
tall are you, Flick?
Let me check.
Because I'm 6'1". How did you push a 6'1"
Center of gravity, bitch.
rat?
I'm about 4 foot.
Oh my goodness.
He just got
That's what
shoved.
happens when you don't expect it.
That reminds me of the short kid I went to
Expect
middle
your
school
opponent, like,
with.
just run up and kick you out of the way.
Does anyone make any comment about me just like jump kicking her butt and pushing her out of my way?
I mean, so far you've been crude, rude, and straight to the point, so this is honestly probably what I expect from you at this point.
Flick will turn around and go, "Honest."
Alright, so I guess let's roll.
I'm gonna spend a healing surge. Since I'm in your aura.
Well, I mean, combat's over, it doesn't matter.
Oh, there
You
we
can
go.
spend it. You can spend
Take
it.
advantage of 1d6 additional healing before I get rid of this.
Okay. So 2.
+2 to your healing surge.
So
I mean, it's better than nothing.
What is your healing surge?
Oh,
what's the value?
my bad.
It's 1/4 your health.
7.
7. Ah,
So that's a total of 9.
yeah.
28.
And,
we go.
Oh, by the way, if we heal during a short rest, you regain my charisma mod as HP for a healing surge,
Oh baby.
which is currently 3, so it's still 3 additional health per surge.
Well, right now I'm almost full health, so we're good.
Yeah. Just letting you know, I can't do that I can't use the aura during short rests, but still a straight up +3.
Flick will walk up to Rowan and say, "Guard down, ambushed." Ha!
Well, considering that I took the blow for you, I'll take that laugh.
Thank you.
Step right back here.
Oh, I'm moving back.
No, Rowan, go back one more spin. There you go.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Alright, so
Oh, and this is right as I'm saying that.
this is going to be versus your reflex.
Okay.
1 sec, I need to make a more
So
appropriate
what do
color.
I
Danger.
do? I just give you my reflex defense?
Yes.
15, so it hits.
Alright, so that hits.
Okay.
Essentially, as you step on that next to the grate, steam launches out and blasts you with heat. So, let's see. 1d6, and you take 2 damage from the steam.
Wow, that's a real, like, the steam vent's just trying to chip you.
But,
Flick will keep his mouth shut. though.
but you could definitely tell that there's a panel there. As soon as the grate went down, it released the steam.
Really did a great job making the environment quite steamy in here.
And essentially, as soon as you step off, it resets.
So I guess I step off forward.
So, this is a dangerous spot.
Can I not walk around the grate? Just like the steam just encompass the entire square?
Just this square. Can you see that X?
Yeah.
Alright. So now you all know that one square, but you can go to that spot.
Since I have the light, I
Shit,
should probably
crap.
go directly behind him.
But you could definitely tell it was a very crude trap.
You're gonna jump down into the middle of the water?
Well, we don't know the order of where we're going. Oh, okay,
How
there
deep
we go.
is it?
But that is just about waist deep. So
Okay.
about your head would be just above it.
Oh, I don't want to go in there.
But you could tell there's like
On the
debris. There's like bridge debris here. Like you could probably walk across that because that's not as deep.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, this place seems to be lovely. Where shall we head next?
I mean, do you want us to just arbitrarily choose a direction?
Entirely up to you.
I mean, we could try to look for traces of the thieves first. We could try to base it off of that, like recent marks. in
Can we
the,
roll perception to
Yes.
see if there's any kind of evidence of nasty thieves?
I don't think I should bother.
What?
I said I don't think I should bother. My perception is terrible.
Hey, every roll counts, honestly.
I'm gonna try, but I have no bonuses.
See, look at that. I got a 10.
Oh, 19, baby.
The dog is the worst tracker.
So essentially,
Easily
with that
distracted.
tracking roll, or
The drunk paladin comes out again.
with that perception, you could kind of tell there's been some stuff scuffled off here, some recent footprints, and you kind of just hear in the distance like, "Yeah, look so."
Which way?
It kind of echoes, but
Okay.
let's see. So actually, you, Rowan, drunk as you are, You think, you don't know, but you think it's coming from this direction.
Oh, everything points to go to that direction. Do we want to just wade through this, or shall we go to the bridge?
I mean, if you look at how it's set up, like if we want to go that way, we're gonna have to wade through the water at some point.
Not necessarily. We could go right here on this debris bridge, and then go to here.
Okay, no, never mind. Yeah, you're right. I didn't scroll down far enough.
Yeah. So
There's
then
actually a bridge at the top of the side you're on.
there we go. Oh,
Ugh.
So
I guess me not using the scroll wheels, my own victimization.
as you actually approach that area, you see something just slop out of the tube here, and then it starts shuffling.
It's a tube sandwich.
This, you could definitely tell, is a human body, but it's very decayed and it stands up. Oh god, no, it's not that.
zombies.
I was like,
Oh gosh.
Wait, I didn't see anything appear. What?
there was like an
It's-
image that he put down. It was too big, so it took up like half the upper left.
Oh, I
And-
wasn't even looking at that.
And you just hear like the most disgusting plop of, rotten mush going off as its organs actually fall out of its rib cage onto the floor, and you just see like half rotten livers, lungs hanging out, his eyeballs like concaved in but still pale in the back of his head. And,
Lovely.
and he stands up and picks up his sword and shield again, staring at you. So roll Inish.
Josh, could you reveal a bit more of this area right here? Like right,
Sure.
just like
Got the tool.
there we go. Okay.
It's
thank
Just enough to see our whole token.
Let's see.
Move.
Holy shit! Holy shit! Those rolls, man.
Flick.
He's ready,
Prepare-
man. He's ready.
Prepare to get pushed, Rowan. Just
I'm
kidding.
used to it at this point.
This is a cycle of abuse. There's a hotline you can call for this. This is really reminding me of the middle school kid who always thought that he was like... I don't really know exactly how to describe it, but since I was like the tallest kid at the school and he was by far the shortest, he always felt the need to run over and, for lack of a better term, just basically yell at me.
What the f?
One time he
about
tried to fight me and it was probably the funniest thing I've ever endured.
Alright. Flick. You just saw this most disgusting, heinous thing get spit out of a sewer covered in shit and half rotting.
The abridged version.
Well, I will just move up and piercing shard him. Do the, ram him with my sword like a lance, and if I hit, cause it to explode in his body.
21 versus C. That's gonna hit for 19 cold.
And I'm invisible to him.
Alright.
And that's my turn.
Nice. You actually bloodied him in that one shot.
That's what Flick does.
So
That's what all of us seem to be doing.
he just kind of rattles and kind of rears back a little, and then just kind of starts shuffling forward again, refusing to fall.
I'm not even on the initiative order. I feel oppressed.
What the hell?
Got a 12.
You got a 12? Alright, so that's actually perfect. Alright, so Rowan, you're up.
Okay.
I'm gonna
He's
have
gonna
to start adding a little beefier guys for you.
I'm gonna spit in his general direction, first of all, and then take a good swing at his head. Does a 25 hit?
pretty sure you're gonna send it flying.
Okay. Then we'll go. Wait. Strength mod plus wisdom because he's smart. Oops. Haha. My bad.
It's going to say a radiant damage attack might come in handy here. Is
Oh,
that
I was
right?
actually. It's not. It's
Oh.
just 21 regular.
Jesus, man. You fucking send his head careening and it smashes against the wall as the whole body just flops down, breaking apart.
Well, honestly, I think what's happening here, damage-wise, that you're sending a bunch of like singular monsters so we can just keep blowing encounter powers on them.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting someone with a full blade.
I teleport 4 squares, and then my invisibility ends. Well, I guess actually it was only to the target, but I just teleport over there.
Okay, I see you want to go first. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't mind. I mean, I have the light. You're kind of standing in darkness right now, but go ahead.
I'll let the person with the light go. I don't have dark vision.
Oh!
So now
Don't-
Tyrion's going front.
I am not going in front. Shove off.
Fine. You guys are not men.
That's correct. I'm a sentient bipedal dragon thing. I am not a man.
I'm a dog.
Doggone it.
I'm a dog. Alright, so you actually come around the corner and you start hearing, "We can't go! We're out front against the gay rats!"
He wants the cocoa against the gay rats.
Roll me a perception to see if you can tell exactly which tunnel this is coming from.
It's actually going to be really funny because we're all going to have different opinions based on our perception rolls.
You
Three
actually...
again. Oh, it was just me.
Alright, so everyone except Magnus knows it's coming from exactly this tunnel.
Where does Magnus think it's coming from?
He thinks it's down this way.
Well then.
He's getting the echo effect.
I guess, shall we?
My precious.
Right there. As soon as you come around the corner, they don't notice you. You just see them all arguing with this more heavily armored goblin.
What are we gonna do? We did all these things. We can't even get back to the boys. It's so disgusting. So freaking hungry. The last goddamn zombie that almost took off Phil's ear.
The guy said they were short, right?
Yeah. You remember that quite clearly. He kept saying how short they were.
Well, gentlemen, shall we?
They haven't
So-
noticed. They haven't noticed you at all.
I mean,
He,
do you want me to go first?
Oh, okay, I guess I'll lead the,
No, seriously, like, I could probably go first because I'll probably kill them on the first round.
Then go for it. Be my guest. You haven't gotten a lot of action, so go for it.
Can I interest you, gentlemen, in some refried goblin skin?
Alright. So you get a surprise on this round, so you get +2 to this attack.
Do I just get an attack, or do I also get a move?
One action. It could be my. Actually,
surprise rounds are one action.
Yeah, it would have to be one action. So if you moved up, then that would have to be your move, and then you'd have to start in there.
Alright. Let me make sure I understand this power first.
Because if you moved, that's your surprise round.
Alright, okay. So,
So you started behind Flick.
Well, we all let him through.
Alright, so actually roll me a stealth for that.
Oh, okay, no, never mind. I'm taking that back.
Yeah, because
I have like a 2 in stealth.
even
Alright.
even though they're arguing, they do have low light vision, so it's like daytime for them in here.
Oh, I'm also carrying the light, so yeah, that's probably.
Is there enough space for me to charge here?
Yes.
Leroy Jenkins.
Alright, so you get a +2 to a melee basic.
You just ran in there.
That's
You
what I said.
basically just see Rowan charge in there out of nowhere and disappear around the corner.
Stick to the plan, guys. Stick to the plan.
Roll initiative.
Wait, I get my standard right.
Yep.
I
Use-
charged.
I know, I'm just saying roll initiative
Okay.
for everyone else.
Ah, yeah, bitch.
Now you get the 20.
Here, let's see. What did I get?
Take it.
I can almost guarantee you have the higher dex. Unless your dex is 10.
Okay. So, I guess I'll roll to hit. Does a 20 hit this goblin?
Definitely.
Okay.
Maybe just don't slap my ass.
So essentially, as you charge in, you just cut them right in half with the full blade. These goblins are obviously emaciated and very malnourished, and they didn't even see you charge in. They just saw their friend get split in half, and they just kind of freak out like, "Hillman, how did you get out here? What? Get
What
out!"
is initiative order?
So, let me fix this up real quick. That guy is actually dead. So, let's see. There we are. Magnus, you just saw Rowan disappear around the corner.
Good. He's about as good a spot as any.
Yet again, I'm still getting oppressed by being left out of the initiative order.
Oh.
It's every single time.
Never fails. What was your initiative?
14.
14.
Probably lower dex than
Let's check
Joseph.
Are
Oh,
you,
yes!
Are you making sure to click on your icon when you click initiative?
Oh, you have to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to click on your
Yeah, you do.
icon and then click initiative roll.
You have to make sure your icon's selected when you use the macro for it, otherwise
That
it doesn't work.
explains that explains why it wasn't working.
So I wasn't getting impressed. The system was built against me.
Yes.
Yeah. But that's basically the same thing.
No, but you see, they didn't decide to oppress me at one point. The system just, it was pre-built to oppress me the moment I appeared.
Oh my god. Well then.
Alright. Minor, Aura.
Jeez.
Look how crazy huge it is.
That's insane.
Alright. I'm gonna use Victim of the Feywild on this bastard.
Alright.
It's a hard
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah, the corner's right.
Go
Right
It's
there,
next
but
to
you
this.
could still see him because he was closer talking to the boss. But it would just be at -2 for that one. Oh, alright.
It's magic, I don't give a shit.
Whoa, 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 it's magic.
Let's just hope this works.
In a young girl's
Holy shit.
heart.
Yep. It,
Yeah,
definitely smashing that one home.
Alright. I'm putting Flick here. Flick goes here.
Alright.
And Tyrion can go here.
So, as you hit him with force, you literally hear his ribcage crack because he's just so weak at this point, and he just collapses to the floor, gargling and spitting up blood. So you, where you push Rowan? Or wait.
No. I move Flick to here.
Oh, oh my god!
You can move people that
goes in.
far? Alright.
I can teleport anyone
Oh,
that's
you
within
teleport.
a target.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, that's insane.
That's highly effective.
It's super effective.
Very good, especially on big guys, because I can just go, hey, you two, CA.
I mean, is this a consensual teleport? Like, I feel like that's just like...
Consensual.
Wait, I feel like this has the case to be abused.
Well, yeah, I mean, I suppose I could sacrifice you as well.
But who would do that?
What a pity to waste such valuable pawns.
Ken's just gotten back.
I'm back. Is it
What's
my
my
turn?
hero?
What
No.
the fuck?
You just got teleported.
Okay.
Welcome to the kidnapping station.
Yeah. So apparently Magnus can teleport people places.
Do I get a saving throw? No.
I'm not the only
Maybe
person
if I
worried about
teleport
this.
you into... Maybe you can have a saving throw if I'm throwing you to a certain death to save my own skin.
No, I'm pretty sure,
It's
like...
cool. It's fine.
Alright.
I can take it. And
So,
I'll actually shout at them in Goblin. And Flick says, "Greetings, good evening. I command you to drop your weapons." In
What?
Goblin.
What?
What? Yeah, fuck off! You just killed two, my friend! I'm gonna get you! Eat your giblets!
And
Genitals.
on the contrary, we will kill all of you in a moment. He says that in Goblin.
You have to...
I'm just gonna laugh and shout out in Goblin. I don't think it's gonna work!
You shut up back there, you cheering coward!
Rowan's just gonna turn to Tyrion and is like, I think they've both lost it.
so the
Undoubtedly.
shady looking goblin here is gonna charge Rowan and try and get vengeance. I don't think it's gonna work very well in his favor though.
Hits?
Let's see. God, this is gonna be hilarious.
Whew.
So he charges, he finds the one little chink in your armor and stabs you in the side of the leg.
Hey,
Well
you're
done.
supposed to die after that, right? You're dead, right?
And you just now have this goblin like sitting there like, wiggling a blade in your leg.
Oh, now we know who's next.
Tyrion, you're up.
Who's next on the chopping block? Alright, you know, they've been on a real strict diet. It's time to give them some dragon breath.
Oh god.
Alright, so that's to hit versus reflex.
That's gonna hit both.
They take 6 damage.
So this guy bursts into flame. He runs backwards, slams his head into the wall, and falls down dead.
Okay.
This guy takes the brunt of it. He's like,
Fuck you! I'm gonna cut you up!
Wait, what?
he's still standing.
Oh, alright.
He's standing on fire and refusing to panic. He's
Man,
now actually very mad because you killed most of his friends.
Alright, well, he's gonna eat explosive pyre then. D20 plus 4. That's versus reflex.
That's gonna miss.
Wow, damn.
He's the boss.
Oh, he really doesn't look all that scary, honestly.
Yeah. Just take a growth potion.
There we go.
Ah.
Now I'm intimidated. Thank you.
Alright, so, Rowan, you're up.
Okay.
This little bastard just stabbed you in the leg.
Well, I'm gonna regret it. I'm going to heroic effort.
I'm gonna try really hard like a hero.
I need a hero. Okay. Does a 25 hit him?
Yes.
Okay. Does a 16?
You splatter him all over the wall. You hit him so hard with your full blade, he chops in half, and the top half of his torso slaps against the wall, and then the bottom half flops down.
And with that, she's going to take a step. Wait, well, that was a standard. So she's going to take a step forward and use her minor to spit at the goblin in his general direction.
He's just swinging around manically.
Actually, can I roll a heal check to see, or dungeoneering to see how injured he is?
Let's see.
Heal, dungeoneering, perception. What would I do? Just to see how beat up he is, you know.
Just to see how beat up.
He
I'm
did
gonna say
take flame to the face.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
perception.
Okay. 23.
You could tell that definitely hurt him, but he's nowhere near like going down
Okay.
yet.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm done.
So, Flick,
Okay.
your people,
Yeah.
they're everywhere, literally.
So Flick's gonna move to right here,
Alright.
and he he has a plan. So standard action, he's gonna push Rowan 2 squares to this square.
Alright.
So 1, 2, and then I shift half my speed, which is 3 squares. 1, 2.
Huh.
And I make that attack, treacherous advantage with combat advantage.
Treacherous advantage.
It misses horribly.
Even with
But-
a +2, that wouldn't go.
All action points,
Alright.
and then piercing. I'll use my piercing attack on him with combat advantage. Oh my god, 14.
So,
Yes. I'm invisible to him though. That's all.
so if he's gonna attack, it's -5.
Yes.
He just sees like you guys do this dance around. And he's like, "What, guy?" Ah! And then like you just ping off his helmet by mistake. Like, what are you doing? Alright, so the boss's turn. He drops his backpack to the floor, kicks it, and opens up. There's a giant spider inside of it.
What? I'm just gonna disbelieve the illusion right now. We've obviously all taken roofies.
Oh, not that big, not that big.
Oh, okay.
Why is there a spider in his fucking backpack?
He's a beast marshal. He
That was
carries.
fucking insane.
He's an Australian.
Oh, we see these kinds of things all the time out in the outback. Let me give you a taste of them.
I was
Let's
holding
roll
on
a spider.
snap for later.
Let me throw some spiders on the Bobby, eh?
So, after he does that, he does a minor action, like, chomp him! And he points at you, Rowan. And it's...
Rowan is granting combat advantage. Sorry, Rowan.
Alright, so this is going to be a +2 for the spider.
Set him a bit off balance there, Jesus.
Oh, God. This is going to probably hit. Or probably not.
Miss.
Yep. Alright, so he just lunges at you, bites your chest plate, fails miserably. All right, Magnus, you're up. You just saw a goblin dump out a spider out of nowhere.
Is the spider gonna roll for initiative?
No, he's part of
Oh,
the
goblin.
Tamlin. Yeah.
I've seen Stranger Things. Maybe. Whatever. I'll just use bloody staggering note on the goblin. Maybe Flick can actually hit this time. I can't hit, so it doesn't matter.
I rolled a 3 and a 4.
Alright.
Fine, I rolled 2.
Anything else?
Sadly, no.
Tyrion, slay him.
Slay him?
Do it.
But I hardly know him.
Do it. Do it now. Feel the hatred flow through you.
Well, I mean, by how everybody's arranged, I can literally only do one type of attack because everything I have is AoE.
Lightning, motherfucker!
Taste my lightning.
Lightning is AoE.
Go punch him.
No, I'm just gonna shoot acid at him.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna hawk an acidic loogie at him. Is my bonus supposed to be this low for spells? I feel like +4 is incredibly low. It is targeting something weird, so...
Without plus, like, arcane implements with, like, a +1 or anything, it's probably gonna be that way. But
yeah, I got a 10. My acidic loogie missed.
so that was the...
My spells are +5, but only because I took a expertise feat, so...
So yeah, that's gonna miss the goblin. Anything else?
No, I mean, I wasn't looking at him.
Rowan, back to you.
Okay.
You just had something most pitiful lunge at your chest and try and bite you.
Well, still, she's a little sick of this goblin bringing spiders. Fuck spiders. So she's going to use her daily power and is going to say, Kaden Colleen, please grant me the blood of the mighty.
Damn.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Holy, thank goodness. I was gonna be really scared.
No, you missed. No.
It's actually at 23 with combat advantage.
That's true.
Oh yeah, there you go. All right, so this is gonna be. I'm gonna take 5 damage, and then I'm gonna deal 29.
You fucking obliterate him. You literally just crush his entire body into the stonework floor.
You see what I imagine just happened is you're like, I've gathered all 5 pieces of the puzzle. Exodia! Obliterate!
Alright, so...
Actually, like, yeah, she swung so recklessly that she took 5 damage herself too. So that's I think I really like that one.
Flick.
I'm gonna spend a healing surge though. While I'm.
Not done with combat yet.
Ooh.
Spider's still there.
This is why I said...
Right, forgot about that.
Flick, you're up.
He'll shift down 1 and just uses Outwill Icy Skewer.
Versus AC. Boom. Yeah, hit. For
Okay.
13.
Yep.
Here comes the what? Here comes the who?
And, yep. Spider's turn, right?
Yes. So he's not too happy that you just hit him in the back.
I say bring it.
It rears up, and it's going for a venomous bite now.
Okay, okay.
And this will be versus AC. Probably not.
Miss.
Alright, so it goes to bite, misses, kind of fumbles while trying to grab onto you. Now, up to Magnus again.
Try that staggering note and roll poorly again.
13 versus Will, right on the money.
Perfect.
On for the money. 2-4.
Really basic.
Who?
Which
You.
Okay.
Flick, do it up. 16 versus AC.
Do
Right,
it.
right on the money as well. And that's for 17 cold, and you finish it off.
Yeah, you notice Flick with his ice blade just he loves stabbing, so that's like all of his attacks are stabbing, and he's as you saw, his favorite move is stabbing the whole blade into him and then breaking it off and letting the blade shatter. But yeah, it's just a spider. He didn't do that. He just stabbed
Ice
it.
shank. Ice shank.
Yeah.
My shank treat is of thee.
So, wait. If I'm in the aura, what do I get again? Like a 1d6 to heal surge?
Yeah.
But you're only missing 2 HP.
Oh, I'm missing a lot. What are you talking about?
Are you?
That move, I swung so hard that I pulled my own muscles.
Oh,
-5 to myself.
damn. Oh,
Yeah.
and to let you know, when you click on your icon, the green bubble above, if you click on that, and you could just put in like minus how much you got hit for,
Okay.
that actually controls your health. So it's like
Okay.
if you see like -10, it shows the bar.
So I'm at -7 then.
So how much health
so-
are you at?
So I go 7 plus 1d6. I'll get 8 back.
So what's your current health?
So 24.
There you go. All right, so over
Remember, it's minor to heal in the aura, and it doesn't use your second wind. So
I did more damage to myself than they did to me, so... Thank you, though, for reminding me.
here. So
Out of combat, if you don't want to risk the d6, you could just heal +3 because of. Isn't that right, Magnus? Your features just we all heal
Yeah.
+3 when we spend surges.
during a short rest, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds cool. Thank you.
Because you rolled a 2 and then a 1, so I'm just throwing that out there.
Yep.
okay, so in this little pocket here, you see a couple of crates. Obviously, that was Bargus what was talking about, because these goblins aren't equipped with shitty equipment. It's actually really nice leather, nicely made blades, all clean. Nothing's really jagged or out of place. Even the box that the spider was carried in was actually finely made and actually properly hammered out and plated.
That explains why they hit me. Ugh.
Flick will move up to Rowan and say, "Sorry," and kind of put his finger against his temple and go, "Plan worked."
It used to be about this long.
Why do I get the feeling that it's going to be happening more often than I'd like?
Yes.
Well, I mean, let's go pry open the box and see what they stole from it. I'm curious.
Now let's take it, and then not give it back. I mean, definitely give it back. I'm a good person.
Now, come on, that's not how we make contacts in this world.
Money.
I know.
But you could definitely tell like there's some really nice quality stuff. So you gonna go pry the boxes open now?
I mean, yeah, sure.
So you pry open a couple of boxes. You find that there's a lot of work orders. It looks like some was for the town guard, some were custom orders. But you could definitely, Tyrion, you could definitely tell magic-wise that there's plenty of +1 weapons in here. There's a +1 bow, a actual, let's see, +1 full blade. What are you using, Magnus and Tyrion?
I use a rake.
I mean, I was going to use a staff, but I could just use a dagger, considering, a blacksmith probably wouldn't make staves.
Yeah, you do find a +1 dagger, and there are definitely rapiers in there. The rapier you find is actually the group of them that you find are actually really, really fine. Some are actually even properly embroidered. It looks like these were going to probably be sent out to the higher quarters for nobles or other people to buy. But they're
Perfect.
all +1 weapons if you want to either take one of those now or do whatever you wish with them. But don't forget, Vargas does remember that you went down here.
What about Flick?
Flick, what do you use? Because there's all sorts of manners. Like they
I was
obviously
gonna say, well, Flick uses his sheath, the sheath with the hilt on it, as his rod, as his warlock implement. So I figured there must be maybe a magical sheath in here. I can use it as my rod implement.
Yeah, you could definitely scrap one of the sheaths from one of the blades there, because it's not just one or two things. Everything, like the sheath is, not only has a +1 enchant, it's meant to clean the weapon as well.
Cool.
So you have a auto cleaning sheath for your rod.
And
Eyebrow race.
I don't fuck it. I knew exactly as soon as I finished that sentence. I fucking shouldn't have.
Wait, so just a curious question: is do magic weapons work the same way as in 3.5?
They add +1 to your attack and damage.
Okay, cool.
So your
You just did magic +1s.
yes, that's all they are. Like, these are like generic brand stuff. Nothing here is like high quality, but it is you do find it very strange that for some reason goblins would steal weapons in this large amount of quantity. And then the rest, like, unfortunately there's no completed armors, but all the armor parts are there. So it's like leather plates that were about to be formed into plate mail, scale mail bits.
Now I have an extra sword. What to do with this?
Dual wield.
I think that would be a little wonky.
So
I think that would be a little awesome.
but yeah, essentially, like, and then you still have the goblins that are laying there too.
I mean, well, yeah, let's take the goblins' weapons off them at least. Also, how did they fit into the armor?
They obviously the armor, like I said, wasn't finished, so he basically crudely banged it out to shape it better. So he's a bit of a fathead, so he easily filled a human's helmet and all that, and then he just kind of put like metal plates over leather and just strapped it on that way.
Yeah, let's just take their weapons, and their gear probably wouldn't really be much use if they're rigging it that much.
You definitely notice that's they're not magical weapons, but they're definitely one of the finer crafted weapons that he made.
Well, time to return these to the good blacksmith, correct?
Yeah. So you pick them all up.
Yeah, I do.
All right. So you pick up the last crate. Unfortunately, you hear a kathunk. And then you hear a lot of sloshing coming from the alleyway, just like when the skeleton fell into the water.
No, my goodness.
But this sloshing doesn't exactly stop. It's constant sloshing. And then you kind of hear something getting closer. You can tell it's about here.
Is it an Obama impersonator?
Rowan's gonna run up.
You gonna run up and look around the corner?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so, I was kind of hoping one of you would check it for traps, but...
Never!
I'm gonna have to...
Incoming steam vent.
Holy shit.
You see that.
Oh.
Am I playing Path of Exile? Is that the Undying blockage?
From the sewage, the shit, and the guts, and whatever else is in this disease festering area, you see writhing black tentacles sloshing out of the water, grabbing at everything on the walkways, and just sitting there waiting for you.
Guys?
Why don't we try to placiate it with some goblin corpses?
We could try.
I hope that doesn't make it bigger.
I mean, yeah, you do have a point. It is already a mass of tentacles. I don't know how much. Let's just kill it.
I've seen that. Oh shit! I'm the only female. You guys.
Damn it!
You guys can go forward on this one.
Are you kidding me? I want to get out of a freaking beach chair, kick back and relax.
So the slime thing is just waiting for us?
Yes, it could literally sense. You could tell it's like anticipatingly waiting for you, like refusing to move because it just knows you're there.
So anyone wanna hit it with
I mean, yeah, sure, I'll go nuts. I'll hit
And
it.
if you are curious how it knows that you're there, it has Tremor Sense 10.
I was about to say Flick is gonna elbow Tyrion and be like, fire!
I mean, my fire doesn't reach that far, but I mean, I can just shoot some pointless acid at it till it hits.
Let me see.
Big fire.
Let me put a box around. That's the box. So
Yeah, well, it's gonna. I can just keep launching it from all the way back here. So
24 to
reflex.
reflex, definitely gonna hit.
Oh wait, I can just explosive pirate because I don't know how well it can move. I forgot I even had that power. Alright, how much damage? Freaking, why did I put it all the way down here?
Oh.
Wait, whoops. That's supposed to be a D10.
Oh, okay. I'm like, damn.
There we go. Okay, that's better. I was like, holy shit.
That's fire damage.
Oh,
That's
you know
acid.
what? That actually reminds me. I have a brutal weapon, so I should have re-rolled one. Damn. I will keep that in mind. I need to
Alright.
put that down.
So 9 fire damage,
No, that's acid.
acid damage. All right.
I'm gonna use a fire damage spell next, provided he doesn't take me and show me where enough hentai scene is to be where this is going.
Full blades are just high crit. I don't see any brutal.
Really? I
Yeah,
thought it was.
it's the giant. It's the executioner's axe that has.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I will remove this. There we go.
removed.
If you ever score a crit, though, that's when it'll do some damage.
All right. So,
Gonna roll for initiative.
yes.
Or-
Right now it should be 10 because you guys get to keep your previous initiatives because it was listening the whole time.
Okay.
Oh.
It was essentially it was sitting in this tube waiting to be dumped out.
Oh.
How convenient.
Clever
But
goblins.
that's why they set the trap here, because if they had been they air quotes been robbed, even though they were stealing the shit, then something would get a nasty surprise. All right, so Magnus, you could make an attack as well, and Flick, I'll give you guys each a surprise attack on it, since it was kind of just sitting there waiting for you to come out.
I can't do anything from here. Just gonna move over to here.
Rowan?
Is there 5 foot stepping in this?
Yeah, each square is 5 feet.
No, I mean like 5 foot step as a free action. For the swift.
For the swift, no.
Or whatever. Like,
Uh,
is there any sort of like
you could
inching forward if you don't move at all?
If you don't move at all, no. If even
Okay.
moving one square would still have to be your move action as a shift.
Okay, that's just what I was curious about. Okay, then I'm just gonna spit in its general direction.
Alright, Flick.
The chat wants us to chuck all the +1 weapons at it one by one. A giant box of them.
Oh god.
One by one.
Just keep throwing sharp things at it until it hopefully dies.
We have to return those.
Just covered in shit.
Yeah, I mean, if it dies, well then we can just pull them all back out. If it doesn't, well then I'm not sure what else we're gonna do.
Oh god. Alright, so Flick, you have an action.
Oh, okay. Let's see. He's a little too far. Oh no, he's actually enraged. I think I'm just going to charge him.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, might not be the smartest thing, but yeah.
So, show me where you're actually going to step for this.
Yeah, I know where this is going. I've seen enough.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Don't step on the grate.
That steam.
Clever girl.
And then this is at a +1.
+1.
17 versus AC.
17 versus AC, you meet.
Okay.
So it's 15 cold.
Charge forward.
And after all that, we're back to Magnus.
Cool. I'm gonna put my aura up, but I'm not gonna put the thing in anymore because it's huge, and I'm not gonna bother to. I just don't want to have to bother to stick in the aura like every single time. It's minor action, and it lasts until it gets cancelled by something else.
It's fucking huge. It's like 15 squares.
Well, it's 5 squares, but
5 squares from you, but like 15 all around. It's basically it's enormous. You definitely cover it.
Duly noted.
I just want to try, see if I can just staggering note and push it back down the hallway. Please get some basic before I push it away.
Oh, sweet.
Does it make you melee?
Ah.
That misses. So which way are you pushing him?
Well, can he be pushed? There's a wall behind him.
Yeah, the only real way I can push him is further this way.
Basically, he's just sliding him back down the tunnel, so this way.
Okay.
There we are.
Nice.
Alright.
Guys, I've created a gap. Quick!
Tyrion,
What did that accomplish?
blocking your view.
It actually gave me a chance to go out of the get out of here.
Alright, well,
Don't exactly want to walk over another grate.
4, 5, 6, I guess. And I guess we're gonna give him a taste of that explosive pyre from downtown. Yeah, it's definitely. It's I'm gonna miss this skill, Brian. There we go.
Yeah.
I swear to God, hitting a freaking magic feels like.
So, Rowan.
Okay, so that's
Go for
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Everyone's afraid of grates now.
Fuck grades.
They aren't as great as they think they are.
Do not forget, if you want, you can charge it for a melee basic after moving.
Yo, what? Really?
Yes.
I will do this then. Oh my goodness.
I don't know how on earth you're supposed to gap open in this edition. Christ.
I'll,
You can run your full distance, then charge.
I'll holy strike it on top of that, because I can holy strike as a part of a charge. So I'll do that.
You've just slammed inside its space.
I hit it so hard, or I ran so hard. 20 plus. So does charge give me
+2, I believe. Right?
+1 to hit.
+1. +1 hit.
+1 to hit?
Yeah.
So then. So that's 10.
No.
Yeah.
That's a miss.
Nope. And yeah, still a bit squeamish about the tentacles.
Oh boy. So, Dark Tentacles' turn. Well, since you're in its way, and the only thing close, and not very happy that you just tried to body check it, even though its mass is much larger than you. It's going to tentacle drag you.
No, don't rate me.
Damn it, you guys! This is so you could go straight past it.
Versus reflex.
That actually misses.
Then you're very lucky.
Wow.
And since it, I would imagine you're on the walkway here.
So, where exactly? Yeah, you
Yeah.
position me. I'm
You're
kind of unsure of
so-
the footing.
It's kind of shuffle past and keep most of its tentacles in the water to try and
Okay.
keep close to you.
Okay.
It's not very happy that it missed, but
I see.
it's very hungry. Flick.
Not,
Where can I stand to attack this thing? It's like,
Essentially, like any of these, or here, let me make.
I mean, can I stand here
Yeah,
in
you
the
could,
water?
you could stand here, all in the water, everything.
Oh,
Essentially,
right here.
it's in the water, like.
Okay.
But it's also reaching out around, trying to grab everything.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move up like this,
And
and
if you want, you could shuffle one more into it and
Oh.
kind of pin it because it's sitting in the water right now.
all right, and I'm gonna use my piercing shard attack.
Only downfall to this, it negates combat advantage. It's a
Oh, okay.
what am I trying to say? Trying to find here. What is the ability?
Isn't that what Tremor Sense does?
Yeah. Essentially, you can't. I'm trying to find it, but here we are. All around vision. That's what it has because technically it has no face. It's just a massive writhing, sensing tentacles.
That's cool. And I miss.
Oh, I can't believe I missed the release the Kraken joke. Oh, I just realized.
All right, and that's my turn.
Magnus, your team just dived into tentacles.
Yes, I saw. I'm still rather confused on the matter myself.
They've enjoyed way too many hentais.
And they definitely know where this is going.
I want this thing to try to attack me.
Alright, I'm gonna move to here. And then since everyone seems intent on trying to fight it, I'll use my stirring shout instead.
23 versus Will is definitely going to hit. And that's 10 psychic, and allies gain 3 HP.
What?
What?
Every time you hit, you get health.
Oh.
That's legitimate.
Oh, so every time you hit the target, they get 3.
Yeah.
Nice.
Whenever an ally hits the target, they regain 3 HP.
Anything else?
Nah, that's it.
Alright. Siren.
Not really any
Alright,
minors except
Acid Orb Storm,
Transform.
let's go. Alright, that's versus Reflex. I'm gonna action point and do it again because I have no shame. Alright, probably neither of those.
I think you need to stop action pointing to attack.
Oh boy. Alright. Anything else?
Neither of those hit a gigantic ball of mass as a reflex.
Well, it is underwater. It could be.
And maybe it hit
I mean,
it.
technically you're hitting it, you're just not dealing enough damage maybe to penetrate it.
You're hitting the shit off of it.
Yeah, literally.
But I don't give a shit.
Alright, Rowan, back to you.
Back to you, Roland.
Back to
Whoa.
you, babe.
Gonna just I'm just gonna keep whacking away at it. This is 21 hit.
Definitely.
Okay.
Good shit. And you get 3 health.
Oh.
You're the only one that ever takes damage though.
I mean,
That effect is for you.
yes, thank you.
You're protecting us.
You're welcome.
So wait, this is radiant damage, if that matters.
Looking over it. Unfortunately not.
Okay. 17.
17 damage.
1738. And just try and lop off one of its tentacles.
You can see it actually starting to get visibly angry. It's starting to lash out more. Right, now for the dark tentacles.
No.
It's not too happy with you hitting it like that. So it's going to try its own magic.
Oh no.
Mesmerizing tentacles. Charm.
No. It's gonna seduce me with its hentai tentacles.
This is versus your will.
Oh, it didn't work.
Alright, so on miss, you're immobilized. Save ends.
I just can't move.
Just can't move.
Alright.
Flick. You just saw this thing paralyze Rowan in place.
One of your chat just said it's always against will for rape. That's
Holy
fucking funny, dude.
Fucking Christ!
That's
It's always
bad.
against will.
Oh man.
I
Mutation.
mean, they're not wrong.
Mutation 666. You are.
Is it?
You are fucking great.
Oh man.
So Flick is going to shift back 1 square.
Alright.
He's going to conjure a shadowy orb. Here, I'll draw it where I'm going to conjure it. Right here, unless it's occupied by the creature.
Which way? Right. Here?
Right, I drew it right here.
Oh. No, it's not occupied.
Okay, so, and the orb has like a little gravitational pull effect to it. And this is the attack.
Damn. That's
Wow.
You definitely hit with that shit.
Yep. And so he grants combat advantage, and if he tries to move, something's going to happen.
Ooh.
What if he's forced out as a move?
Well, that's actually a good question. No, the enemy has to willingly leave a square adjacent to that.
Oh, okay. Because I could force him if that would have been a cool combo.
Alright, so after
was
that,
gonna say-
you actually see the tentacles kind of reel back from that hit, and now it actually seems to be a little sluggish from that. But then you see a small luminescent glow, as if it just
Ice shiv! Ice shiv!
as it just recharged.
Hmm.
So, anything else?
Oh, no, that was it.
Magnus.
I
It's
mean-
looking very weak, but very angry.
I don't want to go close to it, but
Come into
I
my
also-
tentacles.
my only ranged attack I have available is gonna push it.
Alright.
So,
That's fine. Because, like, if you push it back, it has to move forward to get to us, and if it, moves in it'll work out.
okay, starting note.
It's granting CA, so that's +2.
+2 versus will. You meet.
You're welcome.
3 thunder damage. Alright, and pushes it back 1. Anything else?
Just move back and stand on the bridge so I'm in the middle.
Wait, as a free action, an ally of my choice may make a MBA.
Oh, Jesus.
What's that?
That means Roman.
Unfortunately, since Magnus stepped on the bridge, it immediately snaps and dumps you in the water.
Swimming!
Use the dog paddle.
The Salt Zombie's friend
Oh,
Actually,
snap.
actually gets up out of the water behind you. And gets the nice.
Swimming away!
So let's see. I need to find the salt zombie again.
We knew we shouldn't have come here.
All right.
Yeah, Rowan, stab it!
Ah!
Oh, there it is.
I need to not delete some of these guys.
Wait, so what is an MBA?
Melee basic.
Do I make that?
Yes.
You're adjacent. You were adjacent to it, so.
But you decided, didn't you?
There's only
Yeah.
It was only you.
Oh, okay.
I shifted
Yeah,
back.
Flick moved away. So.
Okay. Oh, wait, no. That's damage. My bad. What the Sorry. This is getting annoying. There we go. There's a 25 hit.
25 hits.
Then it's the 13 damage.
13 damage.
Actually, 14. I forgot to add one from magic weapon.
Yeah.
Alright. So 11.
And you regain 3 health.
Oh yes, that's super useful. Fine. I'm now at full health. Huzzah!
Just had to go and stand on the bridge, didn't you? Alright.
I've been swimming twice now, I don't care.
Alright. Tyrion.
Alright, okay. But take your hands off the dog. Lightning breath. Alright.
Oh, jeez.
Well, it still does half damage, so it doesn't even matter. It still has to eat my shit.
So how much damage?
That's your daily.
It takes half of that plus 5.
Okay.
Damn.
Shit. Alright, good hit. So down to Rowan. You see this thing barely wiggling.
Well, hopefully it's time to finish it off.
But you're immobilized and out of reach.
Oh, I am? Damn it. I guess I have to save now. What do I do for that?
You roll 1d20. It's just flat 1d20, and you have to get 10 or higher.
Well done. Nope.
Still immobilized.
I'm going to look at it menacingly.
You have no ranged attacks?
No.
Okay.
Alright.
Nobody these days believes in those.
Salt Zombie's turn. I'm not kidding. That's literally what this creature is. Alright, so Magnus, you woke it up. And you're gonna get a wonderful claw to the back. And that's...
Definitely.
Oh god. Alright, so 2, 6 plus 2. And you are now grabbed for 13 damage.
Ooh.
It's clutching at the back of your arms. Now, dark tentacles.
Is it gonna try to move?
Yeah, it is, because it wants to eat someone. Wink, wink.
I rolled a 1.
Oh joy.
So it can go ahead and tentacle Rowan all it wants.
No.
And it's gonna go.
And exclusive. I have a +2 racial bonus to escape grabs.
It's gonna do flailing tentacles.
No.
Yeah.
And it slaps you for 21. Does that hit AC?
Yes, it does.
Alright. So 2d6 plus 4. 12 damage. And it's going to spend an action point. And it's going to go for tentacle drag.
Oh no! Leave me alone!
18 versus reflex.
It's
Alright.
Get over here.
Get over here! That's not right. Alright, let me reroll that.
I was like 23 damage. I'm dead.
I was about to say, like, no, that's definitely not fucking right. 14. 14 damage, pulls you 3
almost
squares. Hold on, let me do this. So 1, 2, 3, dumps you over there in the writhing pile. You're now immobilized in the water with it. Flick, you just saw Rowan get pulled into a writhing mass of tentacles and disappear behind it.
Yeah, I guess I better help her. I was gonna go save Magnus, but
The only thing you can hear is splashing and gurgling as the thing actually tries to pull her underwater. She's just barely keeping her head above it because it's only waist height.
okay.
So now there's 2 teammates grappled.
You seem like you're fine.
Flick will shout out to his character and say, "Ambush, perception," and he'll move forward and do just his melee basic, I guess.
Wow.
29 versus AC.
Definitely hit. And
Okay.
15.
Mm-hmm.
You just pierce into the middle of this thing, and as you do, you finally see all life go from it. You just see some disgusting purple ooze dripping out of the middle of it, and then it just goes completely limp and flops against Rowan and leaves her sitting there in the water with tentacles and slime all over her face.
I teleport here. I kneel down, give her a wink, and extend my hand.
And at that, Rowan's gonna take his hand and she's gonna like and just start peeling away tentacles from her.
And there's just purple slime
Body.
all over her.
Ugh.
You don't know what the purple slime is.
Oh man,
You don't want to.
I need a drink.
It's the ooze.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Magnus, Salt Zombie
Alright.
has you from behind.
I've fucking hell. Completely forgotten. What do I need to do to escape the grab? What do I roll?
You roll move action, and it's acrobatics or athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that would be, I'm trying to remember what's that's against.
So athletics is versus the creature's fortitude, and acrobatics is versus the creature's reflex.
Well, I'm doing acrobatics because I'm trained in that.
Alright, so it's fortitude.
Reflex.
Reflex.
He said acrobatics.
Oh, my bad. You definitely get away easily, just slip right by his slimy grip. You now have shit all over your clothes.
His nice